going on, everybody? Appreciate you guys checking in. We in the building, man. This Sunday night, we appreciate everybody rocking with us. The chat, man, we appreciate you guys rolling up. It's you guys in the Raider War Room. You guys know how it is, man. I'm here. I'm 805 Raider, but I'm with my guys. I got Chris, Protect the Show podcast, as well as the Severe Raider. Man, June 1st cuts. June 1st cuts is happening. We haven't heard a whole lot of movement just yet, but I know that there's rumors of some players potentially getting released. You know, when June cuts goes down, it's either teams will move off of players due to salary cap situations, or players dropped in the draft. That was kind of, I guess, a surprise to some teams. You snag somebody high in that draft in a certain position, and you can move on from some veterans, and again, save some salary cap. So we haven't heard much as it relates to the names, but at the end of the day, we're going to go over our own depth chart. We're going to go over some of the free agents that are still out there. But when we go over the depth chart, we're also going to take a look at what positions are we going to focus on when we start hearing some names get released off of some teams. You know, that's going to be the biggest thing. And so in chat, we're definitely going to chop it up to you guys and get your opinion. But also we're going to talk about our big boy, Laki Tassi. He went from the D-line. We already covered him in a previous live. And, man, now he moves over to a different position. And we're going to kind of chop it up about that and get the chat's opinion as well. So, chat, we appreciate you guys rocking with us. But I got to get to my guys first. Chris, how's the weekend treating you, man? What's going on?
I mean, it's good, man. It's all, you know, we're in the war room today. And apparently Severe brought the guns. So, you know, I feel safe. You know, he got the guns out. So, you know, the war room's ready to
36 inch pythons, bro.
Let's get it.
Man.
Sun's
out. Try to get my LS on, man. You know, you feel me?
Hey, LS. And I think LS is in the building. I see you, LS. I see you, Severe. Severe's looking straight at you on this Sunday evening, man. It's gonna be legit, man. But hey, guys, make sure you guys hit that sub button as well. We definitely appreciate it. Make sure you guys hit that notification. We like to do kind of a sub only chat a little bit to show our appreciation to all of our subscribers. And appreciate it. Hey, if you guys do have a question for the panel, big one, I see you, man. Hit that hashtag Raiders. Again, it just helps me kind of navigate through the chat. So definitely appreciate it. But Severe, outside of showing what you've been hiding the last season and a half underneath those sleeves, what else is happening this Sunday?
Man,
what's going on?
Man, I was doing some stuff around the house, man, and I was late taking my girls home, and I was like, dang. That's why I was like, I had to push it. I was like, man, am I gonna try to change real quick? I was like, forget it.
I know there's people in the chat glad we pushed it just a little bit. Now they're happy. No, man, this Sunday was, man, I'm telling you, I was stressing to get that start 'em bench 'em cut 'em in real quick. To be honest with you, I took my kids. We went to a little arcade area and got some pizza and arcade. Let them play some video games and stuff. And then I hit that little happy hour menu, and apparently I saw $3 Pacificos all day. I was like, oh shit.
Oh,
okay.
You know,
you ain't gonna tell me twice. I was like, and I just put the lady on. I was just like, every 7 minutes, just bring another one. I just put on the 7-minute clock.
I don't care if you see another one still in front of me.
Yeah.
Exactly. I was like, every 7 minutes. I was like, even if I move from this seat, I'm over in the arcade area following my kids. Just find me. I'll be there. So she was good, man. And so I'm gonna continue it with my guys and the chat and everybody in the war room. And so, man, we appreciate everybody rocking with us. Let me get to the chat, man. Appreciate everybody rolling, man. You guys are flying in quick. Chewy, what's going on, man? Hey, Chewy, I think I saw you on with Jeff. I think you just started your channel, guys. Make sure you guys go check him out. You know what I'm saying? Show some support
salute
in the nation. Yeah, man. Go check him out.
I think I saw him with Raider Shield family, I want to say. I think that's right.
Probably. I think he's been popping on here and there. So, guys, go ahead. Check out Chewy, man. Just show some appreciation over there. Just go check him out. Rick Rock, what's happening, man? I appreciate you rolling. Sacktown, what's going on, brother? Appreciate you, man.
God.
Once again, always good, man. Seeing you in Bakersfield, man, it was a good time, without question. Raider Pete, what's going on, man? Appreciate you. P Ring in the building as well.
Hold on. Go back. I didn't get a chance to read that. What did he say?
What did you say?
Been a minute since that Tyree ran over.
Man, yeah, if you talking about like when I
Early
say
videos, that's like one of the first ones. That's like one of the first ones I saw. That's one like
That
one of the
put you on
first
the
ones.
map. That put you on the map
That's
right there.
one of
it
the
was an
first
early
ones I
rant.
saw,
Yes, it
man.
was. I think that was probably week like week 4 of the 2023 season. I kind of just started the channel. I had to go on my rant, man. But man, Raider Pete, I appreciate you. And I think Raider Pete, we did see you. I saw you. I think I was with Turf and them. I think we did see you at one of the tailgates, man. But I appreciate you rocking with us. P Ring, what's going on, man? Appreciate you. Good seeing you in the building as well. Jen Slinger, what's happening, man? You always rocking with us. Welcome back, man. Jen Slinger was in Hawaii for a little bit. Welcome back to reality. Welcome back to the Big Island, man. I appreciate you. Or shit, not Big Island, mainland. What's going on? Andrew, what's happening, man? Good seeing you on this Sunday. Appreciate you. Rosetown, what's going on, brother? Daniel Kim in the building. Appreciate you. Where's the flag? What's happening? 808 in the building as well. Appreciate you rolling up. Isaiah, what's going on? Now, in our chat, or at least our lives, I think Severe, you saw him when you and Farrell were on, but man, who is it that we were trying to find a couple weeks ago?
My guy, Luis Barrios, Couch GM.
Luis.
He was in my comment sections. I peeped it. He was still on Spike Tech neck, bro. Still in the comment section on Spike Tech bumper. Ain't look. If we got that kind of effort out of Tyree, this man will be all pro.
That's a fact.
All pro.
I'm telling you, man. I don't know if I've seen Luis in our chat yet in the Raider War Room. I'm not sure. I haven't seen him yet. So I know he's out there. I know he's still kicking. He's still alive.
Come on back, Luis. Come on back, man.
Man, or we were just the ones that went live too early after that draft, and he was like,
PTSD. When he think about us, he's like, nah, I can't even go on that.
Yeah, forget these guys. Marcus, what's happening, man? Appreciate you rolling up. LS, always good seeing you, man. Again, Severe's trying to match up. I'm just letting you know. Better watch yourself. Forrest, what's happening, man? I appreciate you rolling up here, man. Big 183 Raiders. If their trenches stay healthy for 10 plus games, we will win 11 games. Man, if we were healthy last year, I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? Christian Wilkins healthy. Malcolm Kuhn's healthy. I'm with you, man. If we stay healthy, we can get after quarterbacks, get a good rotation in there. I'm with you. It's not far-fetched to see 11 games. Yoshi, what's going on, man? Appreciate you.
Let's get a special shout out to Forrest, man.
Man. I think my guy dropped the super.
Yeah, all right, I'm gonna get down there, man. I appreciate you. Let's keep going. Let's go. Yoshi, what's going on? Super Omnicron. What's happening, man? Yes, please hit them likes.
Super Omnicron.
Let's see what's going on. God, I just see the next comment besides Landon Ramsey. Hey, we're ready, people. We're gonna get into it. I promise. We're gonna talk about some free agents. Jason Downs, I love the picture.
What's
going on, man?
Come my dog Jeff lacking, man. Dang, why you do my dog Jeff like that?
Oh man.
You just waited for that one. Oh man, you put some effort in that one. Raider Rich, what's happening, man? Appreciate you. And Forrest, man, I appreciate the super chat, brother. I appreciate you. And we're with you.
Yeah, man.
Let's get this started.
That might be a severe Raider record, man, for the biggest super chat I done got, man. So appreciate you, brother.
There we go.
Oh yeah, man.
That's awesome. Who's next?
That's awesome, man. Hey, that's how you start off June 1st. You know what I'm saying? That's how you start June 1st. Another massive date in the off season, man. I appreciate you, brother. And I appreciate you just rocking with us. Zer, bombs allowed. What's going on, man? I appreciate you. Eagletarian, man. It's always good seeing you in the building. Alec M rocking with us as well. Man, I'm trying to get to everybody. What's happening, man? LA Raider, what's going on? My guy from back home. Appreciate you. D-Mokes in the building.
We ain't gonna stop ranting about Tyree till we see some production.
Right. Exactly. You can't let up. If you a 7th overall pick, we ain't letting up. Point blank. Period. Wild Turkey, what's going on, man? All right, man. I just want to make sure I kind of get to everybody. I think I got everything. I think I got everybody. There might be a couple. Dre, what's happening, man? I see you. What's going on? John Leone in the building as well. Let's see.
Salute to my boy, Still Cade Savage. It's my guy.
Still Cade Savage. Salute to you.
Yeah.
Man, I'm still trying to rock down, man. Isaiah, I think I said what's up, but man, I'm just, still Cage. What's going on, man? Appreciate you.
But I do got to respond to that though.
Okay, go for it.
What did my dog say?
Mason Graham. I mean, the pads ain't on yet, y'all. The pads ain't on yet.
Yeah, man.
When the pads get on, Mason Graham is gonna act a fool. I'm
Look,
telling
man,
you.
I tell this story all the time about the danger of judging people off OTAs, whether it be good or bad. I remember third round pick out of Georgia, Quentin Moses. And in OTAs and mini camps, they was like, bro, nobody could block him.
Unstoppable.
Couldn't touch him, couldn't lay a finger on him. And I think he hit, who did he hit with the spin move? Like a vicious spin. Somebody's like left him in the dust. And then after training camp, he got cut. So so you know, like you don't let this stuff, these OTAs and mini camp stuff. Hey, football is played with pads on for a reason. So once these pads come on, we're really
especially when they're not hitting, you know. Yeah.
So
salute to my guy Demo Speeder for the super chat, aka AOC MVP incoming. That's
yeah, Demo, man, appreciate the super chat, brother.
Whoa,
man.
Whoa.
Hey, look.
Whoa.
Brock Bowers did say that. He said he was rocked up and thick. I was like, yo.
3 inches, not a big deal.
So did Chip Kelly say that too?
So here, I'm gonna kind of go back up to this because I don't know if I completely kind of laid out my opinion. Like I know Chris, we've kind of gone back and forth a little bit, but I don't know if I've completely laid out exactly kind of what I saw.
Your blasphemous opinion on Mason Graham.
Yeah, it is. My opinion's real, and we're gonna have to get after it again just for a quick second. I'm gonna try to make it a quick second, but I've had concerns with Mason Graham, right? And it's kind of going back and maybe still Cage. I don't know if you've seen the same thing, but we'll kind of chop it up. But yes, he did.
It's because he threw up.
So he threw up there. Cleveland was throwing out there a little bit that he was like had the flu or he was sick or something. But when you're a first round pick and you're going to throw anything out to kind of throw something out there, and he very well could have been sick. I'm not saying he wasn't. But here's my thing. Going back and watching Mason Graham, I went back and I watched. I want to say it was around 6 full game films on him. Every single defensive snap. It wasn't just his clips. It was from start to finish. Every single defensive snap of that game. And I believe it was around 6 games. And the problem is I'm not going to lie. There was times where he had flashes of just being dominant, right? He blasted through double teams. He looked violent as all hell. But I'm telling you, the biggest takes I had was, one, he disappeared in games. All of a sudden, he's gone. And I'm sitting there going, wait a second, like, why is he all of a sudden gone in the middle of the field? Why is all of a sudden it's 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2 or the opposing offense is inside the 10-yard line, 1st and goal, and he disappears, but then he comes back into the game. And so I went back to the series prior to him leaving the game for a series or two, and I'm sitting there going, or not series 2, sorry, leaving for like 3, 4, 5 plays, and I'm just like, holy shit, he's gassed. He's standing up. He's not firing out as hard. I'm sitting there going, damn, he's tired. Okay, that sucks. And then there'd be 2 to 3 plays a game where you clearly just give up on a play. He would just stop. His motor would stop. And he's completely in range of at least getting to the ball carrier or influencing the ball carrier in some way, whether a defensive back or linebacker slows him up and he can kind of make the tackle from behind. He just gives up on it. But then also, man, so many times, he gets hung up on the double team. He does this snatch and throw. Like, I mean, he tries to he fires out, has violent hands and tries to throw them away. And there's times where if he can't throw them away, he's done. He gives up and he just gets stalemated. And so, again, it's all about talking about him as a top 10 pick. I mean, I'm not saying he doesn't have the potential to be good because the potential's there. But again, I just didn't want him in the top 10 because of the things that I saw, unfortunately. And then
I'm gonna make sure I clip this.
Please, because then
I want you to
smile. Make sure you smile. Make sure your lighting's good. Make sure 100%. Everything's good. Because this is getting
quick, shout out
and
to
I'm
Martinez,
not gonna let you live this down.
Shout out to Martinez 209, man, who's still supporting, even though he visiting his daughter, man. Appreciate the support, man. That means a lot. Really
I'll get down to that one. I don't see it, man. I'll definitely get down to that one. Yeah, 100% clip it because I'll tell you, when I saw him throw up, I'm like, I'm not. Oh shit!
You're like. No, I feel you. I feel you when you have a certain thought on someone and something happens that reiterates it, and that's how I am with the Chip Kelly thing.
That's how he was. Chip Kelly it was the stance. Oh,
man, that's what I'm saying. Like, see, I told you. I told. So I get it.
They throwing
so
charges on.
I get it.
And Genty out here dry snitching. It wasn't even Chip. It was R&B. Like, see, I knew something funny about that Ashton. Your brother named Ashton. Your name's Ashton, dog. I look questionable.
But when I go back and watch the film and he disappears in series, and all of a sudden I go back, I'm like, damn, he's getting gassed, and then he's throwing up in practice to start, OT mini camp. I'm like, okay, like it's just putting 2 and 2 together, and so hopefully he was sick. I don't know. They're throwing out that he had the flu. So
all right, man, you only got about
about
7 more seconds on this Michigan
slander.
So I'll give you enough time. You got about 7 more seconds, then we're done.
As LS said, if he played for Cleveland, he'd be sick too. So, so shout out to LS for that one, because that is factual right there. Man, but there's a chance that Mason Graham doesn't have the greatest gas tank right now. But he's, for the most part, you're a defensive line, you're going to be in a rotation, so that's going to give him opportunity to kind of build that up, over time. So I'm not too worried about it. Like I said, I'm not too worried about stuff right now, because as the kind of player he is, he needs to get his hands on you. He needs to get physical, and he's not going to be able to do that right now. So whatever conditioning stuff they're doing right now, I'm not too worried about it.
The thing is, he's known for his motor. That's one of the reasons I loved him. Like I said, his motor, and
he's a SoCal guy too, man. His dream school is UCLA. We didn't offer him because we didn't think we'd get him. So I don't blame him for not. I don't blame him for not trying. I wouldn't think we'd get him either. So
look, and I don't want to stay too long. And everybody says he's known for his motor. I'm like, unless the games I didn't see, because I don't have all the access. You guys know, I don't have all the access to the game.
Did you watch Ohio State against Chip Kelly's offense?
That was probably the best game he did have, without question. But I watched him against Texas. I watched him against Illinois. I watched him against Boston College. I watched him against USC. USC? You guys played USC, right?
Yeah, they play USC.
USC and Texas.
I want to say Texas. He threw a pick six that game, right?
Texas, he got the dog shit beat out of him in Texas. I'm just letting you know. Like, Texas,
we got killed just across the board. Yeah, we just got killed.
So maybe it was the games I didn't see, because I only got to see like 6. But out of those 6, man, I'm like, yeah, it was a rough one. But yes, Ohio State was his best game out of the ones that I saw. I'll give him that. But all right, I'm off that. Here we go. Kush Mob, what's going on, man? Appreciate you. And man, I saw you mutation next to what's going on. We gonna get to it. We got our both segments, start them, betch them, cut them, as well as the blind ranking. We're gonna get to both of them. We're going to get to Laki Tassi. We're going to get to everybody. I definitely want to say what's up. Elmatic, what's happening, man?
And to answer your question, Mutation, we do this for fun. We all got real careers, man.
Absolutely.
So that's why it's so important just to hit the like button. We do this just for fun, man.
I would like for this to be my career. Like,
that'd be nice.
That'd be dope. Nice. That would be dope, but I'm a long way from that.
Right.
Doug, what's happening, if they hit the like button a little bit more, we might be able to get there.
And
share it a little bit.
Sharing is caring.
Share it a little bit. Dub, what's happening, man? Hey, everybody, make sure you guys go to Dub Raiders channel as well. Show some love. Hey, we're going to be out there.
Stokey Nation.
Home opener, week 2, Chargers. We're going to be out there, guys. Make sure you guys hit us up. Hit that notifications, because we're going to keep hitting you with some.
We're going to be in the building, acting up.
Man, and
we're going to keep hitting you guys.
Holla at me, with, I got to get my one-on-one. I got both my dogs already had solo interviews.
Make it the trilogy. Got to make it the trilogy.
I'm left out in the cold. Do I got to take this whole sweater off to get it?
I'm about to say,
I need to do mine again, though, because I'm still mad I was squeezing that small little bench at Tam's, man.
And then you ate a heavy ass meal too. You ate like
heavy meal, heavy chili cheeseburger from Tam's. It was slapping.
Oh, that's it. That's right. Cause that's when you guys went to that spot. You guys sat down and did it. Yeah. I got you. Okay.
I'm like, man. I know I'm wide, but damn, West Coast. It ain't built for the big boys.
You need to get that deep to back body back. That's what it is.
them Waffle House booths is different.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Oh man. All right, let's go. Hey, Martinez 209. I'm here. I'm muting y'all because I'm visiting my granddaughter in LA. Hey man. Enjoy family. We appreciate you, man, but enjoy family, man. Soak it up as much as you can.
Yeah.
Daniel Kim, appreciate you throwing out.
It goes a long way, man.
Yeah, absolutely. Appreciate you throwing out the links. Rosetown, I think I said what's up to you. I'll say it again. What's going on? Hit Stick Stepper. What's going on, man? Appreciate you rocking with us. Man, let's go. I'm gonna make sure I try to get to
Daniel Kim. We gotta link up, man. Every time I'm supposed to link up with Daniel Kim, I couldn't see him week 1 with the Chargers. He was supposed to be in Bakersfield. I think he had to go full dad mode that weekend, man. So I keep missing my guy Daniel Kim. We gotta link up, Daniel Kim. We definitely gotta link up.
No, absolutely, and also we got to find Rundown. Rundown's got to get behind
Rundown's not
behind
a
the screen.
We don't know. Yeah,
Rundown's not a real person.
only one person has ever seen Rundown in real life, and that's Turf.
Exactly.
And
Yeah,
Turf
Turf.
was, you know,
he was in the questionable state of mind after buying that Kango. He was under the influence of polyester, so you don't know that.
Hey, and the man of the hour, Lunatic, Raiders Allegiance. What's happening, man? Appreciate you rocking with us. Make sure you guys go show some love to Lunatic, Raiders Allegiance, as well as Raider Vision, Vizion. Go hit that website up. Everybody show some appreciation, some love over to Raiders Allegiance, Lunatic, Raider White. What's happening, man? Appreciate you rocking with us. Always good seeing you. Raiders for Chris. Guys, make sure you guys go hit up his channel as well. What's happening? Judo Joe, what's going on?
You got a new icon? Is that a new icon for him?
Yeah, it is a new one.
Okay.
Is it?
Like the logo, like the logo.
Judo Joe Black, yeah. Now for Raiders for Chris, not for Judo Joe Black.
Judo Joe, it is.
Oh, what up, Judo?
Just a little one up on screen, man. Appreciate it all. Man, hey, again, appreciate everybody, man. Appreciate y'all rocking with us. What's well.
Now, I've met 805 like 5 times, and I've never seen him in anything with a black shirt either. So
if you show up and my wife or my kids are there, they will tell you my closet has nothing but black in it. I got one dark blue shirt, which I got from my aunt because she's from Hawaii. She sent it to me, and I got one
special occasion shirt.
And she thought it was black. It looked black online. It looked black online. That is a cold shirt, Chris. You got on, Chris. That's Easy E and who's that? Is that
on top.
Too?
Yeah.
Bone Thugs. Oh yeah, that's cold. It's ruthless.
100%. And what's happening, man? You jumping it. You jumping the gun. We ain't getting to it yet. We're gonna get to our first topic, but I'm gonna hold you to this. I just started. I'm gonna hold you to that.
Probably gonna be something trash too.
Yeah.
Tyree Wilson at C.
Exactly.
Oh man, shit. All right, we're gonna set up the first segment. We're gonna jump right into it. Let's see. We're gonna talk about this man right here. All right. We got guys. Let us know. We got Laki Tasi, right? He came in 6'6", 350 pounds. He was going to come in as a defensive lineman. They've now moved him over to the guard position. Here's the tough part: is we obviously need help at guard. We need help at the guard position, and so, but international players, it's really hard for them. Just the percentage of international players that actually make it onto the field. Because you are an extra roster spot. You aren't part of the actual official roster. We get an extra spot for you. And so that's my biggest thing is moving him over to guard. I wonder is this truly strategic? Does he truly have a chance at actually stepping onto the field as a guard? I want to get the chat's opinion. And yes, Elegant, man, he's a massive human being. Without question, he is. But let me know, chat. Are you a fan of this move going from the interior defensive line over to guard? Let me know in the comments. Hit that hashtag Raiders if you can, just so it kind of pops up on screen. But man, Chris, I'll throw it to you first, just because you're a D lineman background. What's your thoughts? I mean, defensive back. My bad. Defensive back.
Hey man, it's all good.
I didn't even catch that. Till Chris
I was ready to say something. I'm like, wait a minute. Oh man, it's all. Hey, I love it. But no, honestly, I don't really like it, man. For one, I think it's a little premature. I think it's for someone that's never played before. that's never played the game of football. I just think the transition from like rugby to football, I think defensive line would be an easier transition. Because someone his size, you want him to be able. I gotta watch what I say, man.
You got children in your chat.
Pause.
Not
You want
ours.
him to be able to penetrate and go upfield.
Yeah.
Keep going. My bad. Yeah, keep going. I was
But
laughing
but for real though, it's like you want him to be able to go upfield, to be able to attack. There is still some strategic in a mental aspect of defensive line, but it's less thinking. You know what I'm saying? It's more of kind of read and react type of thing. Whereas offensive line, you gotta, there's a lot of different calls, a lot of different things you got to kind of worry about, whether it's sliding left or right, or if you're pulling, like different things like that. I just think as an international player that might be throwing a lot at him. Not saying he can't digest it, but someone with his physical ability and his physical gifts, you just want to put him out there and say, go get the guy, or whatever, or go, demand a double team, keep the linebackers free. Like, I think he can do that on day one. So LS, that's what I'm saying. That's what I knew. No, but so I think ultimately, I think it's just premature. I think he's athletic enough that could probably play guard eventually, but I was more excited to see him on the line in attacking.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I got kind of a lot to say about it as well, but kind of go back. You kind of got Mike Lopez, man. What's happening? Ricky Caleb Rogers will make the guard spot. Remains to be seen. He's definitely going to battle. You pick him in the third round, you're going to want him to potentially start. Raider White, man, you disappointed they moved him to the offense. LS, I prefer him at D-line personally. His stick stepper bro is a project with the right coaching. Hopefully he develops. Jen Slinger, they moved him to offensive guard to understand how that pile moves. Touch push specialist in fullback. A lot of people, man. I mean, he's a rugby player. Let him run the ball. Rolls down. Coach Mob, you cheating. I'm holding you to that. Even if the names don't pop up, I'm holding you to it. Jason Downey saying, I think Robert Leonard saw him using the bag in drills and felt he could be a better fit on the offense. Kevin Lurkey said, I don't get it. It's odd. So, Chad, I'm going to keep trying to get to the rest of y'all. Let's see. He needs to be a lead blocker for the tush push, or a version of executing it by Daniel Kim and Lunatic. Yes, Seahawks have a successful history of doing this with D tackles to offensive guards. And Alec, I agree. Defensive line would be easier transition. I'll get to the rest of the comments, but Severe Man, before I get to those ones, I kind of give my thoughts. But what's your thoughts on it?
Yeah, man. First of all, I hope this was a Robbie Leonard decision and not Pete Carroll Jr. decision. I know that's not his name, but
you don't trust him at all, do you?
I do not, bro. I do not trust the dude as offensive line coach at all, man. I do not. But and the main reason is that, as you kind of alluded to, and as the chat, like we said, we got one of the smartest chats on YouTube. Like especially for Chip Kelly offense, where he does some very exotic things on the offensive line. Pause if necessary. He does some crazy stuff where he'll, the zone schemes he runs, the pin and pull stuff he runs. Sometimes he'll be running zone on one side and man on the other side. Like, he does a lot of just crazy stuff. So that learning curve for a guy like Tasi is going to be a deep learning curve, because he's not used to even having to play that kind of role and then playing it in such a complicated system. When you're on,
right,
when you're playing D line, look, hey, you got A gap, B gap. These are your gaps.
Right.
These are your gaps. Your A gap, B gap. Don't let nobody through this gap. Don't let nobody through this gap, and try to go get that guy. Like, that's all. That's the extent. And then you can kind of add on to other stuff later. But with his raw athleticism, he can use those tools immediately to make an impact on the defensive line with what he already has just naturally. And there is technique involved, as we see with Tyree Wilson. But like, it's easier to make that transition on the defensive side of the ball. It's harder to learn how to, when you're trying to block some of the best athletes in the world, from getting to your quarterback, you only got, you got to hold him for 2.5, 3 seconds. You got to understand how to pass off stunts. And like, it's a lot of stuff that goes into the offensive line.
It's a lot.
And then with guard, I think we're right now, I think we're okay at guard. We got Parham, who's a swing guard, may end up starting. We signed Kappa. We got Caleb Rogers. We got Meredith. I think we'll be okay. And if necessary, DJ Glaze would have to slide down the guard. So I don't think we're in a tough spot at the guard position right now. So, and to move them from the D line to that, especially when we don't have like a true like nose, which is what he kind of would have fit.
Right.
I just don't understand it. I don't understand.
Right.
So you guys all touched on a lot of points that I wanted to make. And Navy Vet, what's happening, man? I appreciate you rocking with us. Jack, can I see you? What's happening, brother? And Register Chris saying I think we need more depth at the O line than D line. Now we did draft a lot of depth on the offensive line. We run Alice Kappa, so I think that's it is kind of a weird transition. But here's my thing. And again, you guys touched on a lot of the points I want to make. But for a player that is so inexperienced, you gotta remember, right? A lot of people think that players can, just because you have the size and the height, the size, or what have you, you're going to come in and be a beast in the NFL. Like, you have players that have played this game their entire life and get to the college level and still can't make it to the NFL because they just don't have the technique, the mindset, just the work ethic to get there. And here's the thing is, for a young player like this, I do think confidence is going to play a massive role on how much he can grasp onto this game and continue to move forward. Confidence is going to be key. And the reason why I love to see him at defensive line is because at 6'6", 350 pounds, sometimes all you have to do is attract the double team.
That's
and
it.
You're doing
Just
your job.
Getting away.
Playing offensive line is one of the hardest things to do in sports, period. Because it's not just what you have to do, it's how you move with the players around you, the guard or tackle or center next to you. You got to understand how to double team and who releases off that double team to get to the second level. Pulling is not just about how fast you can run or how athletic you are. You have to understand the defensive set. You got to understand, where's that linebacker coming, and here's the thing is, even if you line up, you get to the line of scrimmage, you understand what the run play is, and you pull as a guard, even though you think your block is that linebacker, well, what happens if that linebacker blitzes in a different gap and now your assignment has to change in a matter of a second? If you don't have that experience, or you just don't know that that's going to happen, you're not going to be a good offensive lineman. It's going to take so much more, studying of the game for him to find that confidence. It's just not about blocking the guy across from you and now taking his ass to the end zone. There's so much more behind it when it comes to an offensive lineman. And then at the same time, it's not about just pass blocking, right? It's understanding what type of pass is it? Is it a snap and throw? Is it a 3-step drop? Is it a 5-step drop? Is it a full rollout? Is it a quarter roll? Is it a screenplay? The amount of linemen that get hung up on screenplays because you just don't know how to execute it properly. And then, do you understand the angles to take when you get to that second level? I mean, there's just so much. And as a D lineman, you can find success, again, by just attracting the double team. Or you find yourself one-on-one. There's going to be guys that underestimate him because of his inexperience. He gets into preseason game. All of a sudden, he can be a little bit stronger than the guy next to him. That offensive lineman doesn't get his hips right or doesn't get to hit the correct shoulder, and now he could use his athleticism. Now, we've all seen him play rugby. We know how fast he can get. Now he gets the sideline, makes a tackle. Imagine this kid making one crazy tackle in a preseason game, and his confidence shoots out the roof.
Yeah.
You got the teammates jumping for him.
Body. Yeah.
I mean, to me, I just feel like for a young kid like this that's so inexperienced, confidence within himself is going to be massive. And trying to gain that at the guard position where you're already kind of buried because you drafted offensive linemen, you brought in an offensive guard. We have an undrafted free agent out of, I think his name's Hufford, that I think has potential to play or compete for a roster spot. I think it's gonna be tough for him to just kind of find that confidence and find his way to potentially get an actual, spot where he can maybe see the field. He'll be on this roster because he'll be that 54th guy on the roster spot, but will he actually see the field? That remains to be seen. It's like David Agoa. So,
and plus, like, who's gonna mentor him?
Yeah,
Par him,
man.
Like I don't even think. I mean, Kappa. I don't even think we have somebody that I'd feel comfortable even mentoring the young guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather him.
It has to be Colton. It has to be Colton.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I don't know, man. I don't know.
Look, and to 805's point about confidence, right? Like, obviously, you want iron to sharpen iron, right? You want a little bit of adversity to kind of, for the guy to deal with some difficulty so he'll learn and grow. But do you think he's going to have an easier time building confidence? Where he's trying to block Jonah Laulu or trying to block Adam Butler, or when he comes back trying to block Christian Wilkins, is that going to build confidence? Or maybe he'll have some more confidence where he's going against Dylan Parham and Alex Cap. Like, that's a hell of a way to build some confidence. Like, dude, I'm
kind of good at this defensive line.
The NFL is easy. I'm just whipping these dudes every practice. Like, you feel me? So, I mean, hopefully, I mean, like, I think another guy that kind of made a similar transition is the player for the Eagles, Jordan Mailata.
Yeah,
I think he was a pathway player too, and he made the transition to guard. So maybe they see something that I'm not seeing, but I prefer them at D line.
And look, we can't trust the process without question, right? There are some examples. Granted, they're very slim. There are examples of it, having success. Again, like I think it was Jordan Mailata. I think there are examples of it, but again, the percentage of international players that come to that international player pathway program finding success is pretty slim. And so, but at the same time, it also does fit a need. 6'6", 350 pounds. That's a guy that could be an absolute tank in the middle that we don't necessarily have right now. JJ Pegues could possibly be it, but we just don't have it. So that's why, when we first brought him on and we talked about it, I was like, damn, like, I want to see this kid in preseason games. Like, I want to see this kid actually get on the field.
I was excited to see him on D.
Could you imagine him get off a block and get to the sideline with his athleticism? And if he crushes someone on the sideline. So
I was excited. Rugby is a game that's played going forward.
That's what I'm saying. You're attacking. You're always attacking.
So it's natural transition on the defensive line.
Right.
Yeah, Lunatic. Yes, it is best to implement it when he's young. I 100% agree. He's a young player. He doesn't. You can mold him from ground zero. So that is a good way to start it if you do think that he can transition that way. So, what's going on, Jerry? Appreciate you. We're not saying it's not going to work out. I just would have been damn excited to see him at the interior defensive line.
Yeah,
and just see what that kid could do. So, John Q, what's happening? You're saying JPJ gives me leadership vibes. Yeah. If the players want to learn, there will be a willing support system. Yeah, I think all of us.
JPJ still learning.
Yeah, he's still a young buck himself.
You know what I'm saying? That's my thing. But I get what you're saying, John. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, I mean, who are we? But it just seemed like a natural transition, honestly. And now, if it didn't work at D line, then let's try something else. But whatever.
And Jen Slinger, I know we got a lot of JJ Pegues and now Laki Tassi that could possibly be those short yarders, goal line guys. I'll tell you, man, I gotta bet with Jack Kenna. If JJ Pegues gets carry next season, I owe him a round of beers. All right, because I mean, I'm telling you, like, could it happen? Of course, but the likelihood that these guys get carries in the National Football League. I mean, how many times does it happen?
I was watching the interview with Rob Leonard, and they were talking about JJ Pegues, and he was talking about, like, what the most important, the most impressive thing about Pegues was his feet. And I quote you. He said he has feet like a running back. That's what Rob Leonard said.
I mean, Jack Kenna's that much closer to a round of beers.
I know, man. You might.
He's that much closer. Jen Singer, 1 round. Depends on how deep we are in the rounds. It might turn into a couple, but I'm just saying. But look, I mean, that's the hard part is just because you didn't in college does not mean all of a sudden you're just going to naturally get that opportunity in the National Football League. I mean, how many players have done that in the past? I mean, if you could take a linebacker that all of them have probably played running back at the youth level. If they played youth, they could probably run over, or if they played running back in high school, they all could do it. They're all athletes on the field. To think JJ Pegues is just kind of that one guy that's going to be able to do it all of a sudden. Again, I'm not saying it's not going to happen or it can happen. I'm saying the likelihood that they actually try to pull that off, I think is a little slim, in my opinion. That's why I got at least a round of beer on it. I'll make sure it's an early beer, early round, so don't turn into 4 or 5. Big one you're saying, just remember, JBJ can show he knows this by teaching someone else. Easiest way to prove you know something. And Chris, to your point, you just said it. He's learned himself. I do think he's turning into a leader. He's showing all the signs.
Yeah, he's doing that. Yeah, but we got to think he's learning another system, so it's almost like he's another rookie again. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not like he has any continuity. So, you know, he has to learn everything from square one, just like everyone else. So he got to learn it before he can teach someone else.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Eagletarian, you're saying I'm just interested to see how Tonka Hemingway and JJ Pegues do in training camp preseason. Yeah, it's going to be exciting, especially with the Christian Wilkins news. It's going to be exciting just to kind of watch these kids work and see what we can get out of them. I'm with you. Yes, Jack Kennedy, the bet is on. We're going to make it happen.
Shout out to Bushido Brown. That's a good Boondocks reference, but appreciate the sub, whoever you sub to.
What up, Bushido Brown? What's happening? Appreciate you. Let's see. Raider Ben, what's happening, man? Appreciate you pulling up, everybody. Make sure you guys go hit up Raider Ben's channel, man. He always hit you guys with lives as well, man. Appreciate you pulling up with us. Wild Turkey, I see what's going on. Appreciate you. All right. So we talked about Locky Tossie a little bit, kind of gave you our take on it. So let me kind of go back up to the big screen. What we'll do is, man, we're going to jump into the first segment. We're going to have a little bit of fun. We're going to do a start 'em, bench 'em, cut 'em, and oon. I know what you did. I think you're a CBA. I think you're a C. I started. Hold up. Hold up. I think I started. Hold up. Yeah, and noon. You the first one up. I see you.
Yeah, you move the players around so they it puts them in the worst possible.
Let me look real quick. Let me look real quick. Let's see. Yeah, Coach Mob. No Myra. We'll see if Myra pulls up tonight. We'll see.
You got to tag her. Let her know that Severe got his guns out.
Exactly. Exactly.
Tell her some corruptors on. Some corruptors on.
Alex, wait a minute. Hey, we're going to talk about free agency, man. I'm going to bring up the depth chart as well as we're going to look at some free agents that are available. Obviously, Ramsey is a hot name out there. We're going to see if the Dolphins move on from him. Looks like he might. And so, Jen Singer, don't be on Jack's side. Don't be on Jack's side, man. I see you. Yeah, I can see the future. We're about to see it, Una and Un. We're about to see it. All right, let's make it happen. All right, let's go. We're going to bring this thing up. All right, you guys, start them, bench them, cut them. 3 players going to pop up with a letter in front of it. Make sure you guys put them in order. Who you're going to start, who you're going to bench, who you're going to cut, whether it's A, B, C, CBA. There's going to be a letter in front of each one. Remember, it's in the prime of their play. All right, it's not going to be on the front end, back end. It's at their prime. So make sure you guys put it in that order. We're going to have a little fun with it. Again, it's the off season. We kind of break it up. We're going to do a start and bench and cut them. And then we also are going to have a blind ranking, your top 5 blind ranking. Do that as well after we kind of get into the free agents in our depth chart. So this is a cornerback one. Start them, bench them, cut them, and Un, you already the first one in. We won't make it happen. Let's see. And with Jalen Ramsey already in the hot topic.
He may have it.
Patrick Peterson, Richard Sherman, Jalen Ramsey on their prime. On their prime.
Nah, I can't give it.
Anoon, you're a cab. All right. Not bad, Anoon. I'll give you that one. Not bad. Not bad. What's happening, Miguel? Appreciate it. Yes, we already talked about it, Miguel. That's the hot topic today.
This might be this is hard. This is hard.
This is a tough one.
This is hard.
This is a tough one.
Dog, Patrick, man.
Here we go. Hold
There's
on.
some
Hold on. Kush
cold, bro.
Mob.
Oh,
BAC.
man.
Ooh, he's starting Richard Sherman out of those three. All right. Jason Downs, BCA. Patrick Peterson. All right. Hit stick stepper, ABC. ABC. Cutting Jalen Ramsey. All right. In his prime. Lunatic. Your BAC. All right. Isaiah, BAC as well. Daniel Kim, BCA. John Q. All right. Richard Sherman. Patrick Peterson, cutting Ramsey. Rams to Patrick. I told him I'm gonna keep getting this chat. You guys keep thinking. Sacktown.
Mine gonna be controversial,
GTA?
man. I ain't gonna lie. Mine gonna be
Judo
controversial.
Joe,
I have no idea where I'm going with it.
your cabinet.
Mine gonna be
BAC.
controversial.
Okay, so you know what's funny is I'll tell you after there was actually Richard Sherman with another player. I kept swapping in and out. I was like, damn, which one should I put? So I'm happy I went with Richard Sherman. Jason, what's going on, man? Appreciate you popping in. ABC. You easy. Patrick Peterson, benching Ramsey. I'm sorry. Patrick Peterson, benching Sherman, cutting Ramsey. Man, he said easy. All right, okay. All right. Raider Hawaii, your BAC. Raiders for Chris, CBA. All right, Jack Ken, I'm waiting for you. Where's Coach at? Where's Coach? I'm still waiting
who
on
are these guys? They're not Dion.
Where's Coach? I'm waiting for him. Yeah, he hasn't given us his starting bench cut him from like 5 lives ago.
This is the hardest one. This is the toughest one.
Toughest one yet? All right, I like it. Isaiah, I think B and A are interchangeable, but Ramsey is a cut for me. All right, no. But Isaiah, you did give me you're BAC. All right. I'll get to the rest of them. All right, Alec M, your cabinet. All right, Rick Rock, your BAC. Navy vet, your BAC. All right, and Jack, you made your decision. Your BAC. Starting Richard Sherman. All right, so let's do this.
People must forget how cold Ramsey was at the top of his game.
Exactly. Look, man.
Y'all just forgot.
It's gonna be a controversial one. It's gonna be a controversial one out of me, man. My A is locked in though. My A is locked in. My A is locked in. It was.
A is locked in.
My A is locked in.
All right, so Severe's confident with the A.
My A is locked in. It was the bench and the cut. And even then, when I consider all factors, it made it a little bit easier.
Okay, so let's do this. Who wants to? Severe. Throw your controversial one out there.
Yeah, I still don't know who I'm at.
I'm going to ACB. I'm going to ACB.
I'm mad at that.
Both of those guys are more physically gifted than Richard Sherman. You know, I hate to do it to Richard Sherman because he's from Compton. You know, hey, he's from LA dude. But both of those dudes are more physically gifted than Sherman. Only thing is, I don't think Patrick has won a Super Bowl, but Ram has won a Super Bowl. He's been All Pro multiple times, Pro Bowler. I think 7 or 8 times.
Where was he at first? Where was he before
the Jags? He was at Jags.
Oh no, Patrick Peterson.
Patrick Peterson.
Yeah, where was he at?
Oh, I think it was the Cards first. Nah, did he finish with the Cards?
Yeah, I thought he finished with them. I forgot where he started.
Damn, where was he? Who was he with?
I want to say Minnesota. That's not Minnesota.
Yeah, because he had a stint with Minnesota, but that was short. I think it was on the tail end.
Minnesota. Damn, what is? They're saying the Vikings too. I remember him with the Vikings.
He didn't start out. Did he start out with the Vikings? I thought Vikings was on the back end.
Yeah, because it was. Yeah, he wasn't.
Yeah, where did he start out? Because I know he from LSU. LSU got drafted.
The big one is
LSU. Who did he get drafted at LSU?
Minnesota.
I remember.
Yeah,
I remember he got drafted, and then 2 years later, I thought it was gonna be a dog. Got drafted.
Cards?
I think he got drafted to the Cards.
Damn, was he with the Cards?
I think he got drafted to the Cards because I remember right after that, or was it 2 seasons? It was like 2 or 3 seasons later. Morris Claiborne got drafted to the Cowboys. I thought Morris Claiborne was gonna be a dog. I thought he was gonna be like Hall of Fame level player. He was bummed, but I think he got drafted to the Cardinals. So he got drafted to the Cardinals.
Yeah.
And another factor is that, you know, I think both Ram and Patrick, I think they can survive in the man scheme or in the zone scheme.
Yeah, that
Richard
yep.
Sherman only really played that cover 3,
Yeah.
and Patrick Peterson and Ramsey both traveled.
Travel. They both
Yeah.
Richard
travel.
Sherman did not travel. Richard Sherman did not travel. So, you know, he's a heck of a player. And then, you know, he also had the Adderall stuff, and so it's like he was lucky. I don't know if he cheating or not, but you know, I'm gonna have to go with those guys just off the physical gifts, the fact that they're scheme versatile, and the fact that they traveled. Richard Sherman only played in that zone scheme, and he didn't travel.
I'm with you, Kush Mob. I don't know if you gave me the full answer up in the chat, man. But you got to give the A, B, or C, or maybe you put it down below. Don't be cheating. Sacked out. That's sacked out. I don't know what that is.
Didn't
Patrick
Peterson just have a pick 6 like 2 years ago? Like at like 36, something like that. He just had a pick 6 not that long ago.
Still balling, yeah.
Hell no, cut Ramsey. Let's see. All right, Jen saying this may be the hardest one yet. Spell backwards. Like making. Therefore, BAC. All right, you're starting. BAC starting Sherman, benching Patrick Peterson, cutting Ramsey. All right, okay, let's go. Let's see. From the ABC, Alex Raider. All right.
Yeah, Alex Raider will meet ACB.
All right, Chris. I mean, you want me to go? Are you still thinking?
Yeah, I'm still thinking. I ain't gonna lie. I'm still thinking, man.
For me, I'm cabinet. I'm starting Ramsey.
Oh,
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that, man. I'm not mad at that.
I'm not mad either. That's what I'm saying.
I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that, man.
Like Ramsey was scary. Like, you did not throw his way.
Yeah,
you got Patrick Peterson on the bench. And Severe, I think that's the hardest part. And that's why I was kind of teetering where I went with this. Because Richard Sherman, he thrived in Gus Bradley's system, which was just a cover 3 system.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so, yeah, you may not have went his way, but the thing is he thrived in that just one system, which was more zone based as opposed to man to man.
Yeah,
that to me, that's what was the kicker for me. I'll tell you who I was going to put up here, and I'd be curious as to how you guys would feel, and I'll put him. I'll let you know who I was going to put up.
Yeah, hold on. Let me. Yeah, because then you're gonna mess my mind all up. I'm still struggling, man. I'm still struggling.
Still through. All right, your CBA. All right, you're benching. You cutting Patrick Peterson.
And Pat
bold
Peterson.
Bold move. I like it though. I like it. You stand on it. Sherman, Jason, you're saying Sherman's one of the best press corners ever and legendary.
No, he's a monster.
Yeah. Here's the hard part, though, is I'll tell you, he was a good press corner, but a lot of the times when he played the defensive system that he played in, he was able to press and then bail a lot.
Exactly.
And so he was able to get his hands on him, but he had the comfort knowing that he could bail, and he just played on top of receivers a lot in Gus Bradley's system. And so he was a beast without question, but he had that comfort to be able to press and just bail. And when you have that, knowing that you're playing that cover 3, so you're just playing that deep therd.
Yeah.
And he had that
too, man.
He was smart. So his speed didn't really, because he wasn't the fastest guy, so his speed didn't really like diminish him as a player, because he can bail, and he's already 6'3", got long arms, so he can play that technique perfectly. And he's like, hey, try to throw this over the top of me. I'm in this guy's hip. I know I'm gonna make sure I know I stay attached to him, and you got to throw over the top of me. I la that pass to Crabtree, right? Like in the NFC Championship game, the perfect example right there. Like, in fact that you let Crabtree get behind you, that's troubling.
I know.
Exactly, and Lunatic only got the 805s. In here, don't you worry. I got some refills down below. Don't you worry. That's what's in the cup. Salute to you, Lunatic. Just you keep doing your thing as long as we don't see certain hats. That's all we got. That's all I got to say. It's
right,
not Friday, so I think we're safe.
I think I'm gonna have to. I think I'm gonna have to go ACB as well.
What up, G fan?
ACB as well. But man, it's so hard. Because I really like Sherman. Like when Sherman's peak, like when his true prime, he was a clear cut number one corner. It wasn't even close, really. I mean, and honestly, the way that Gus Bradley and them played that defense, like a lot of other defenses try to kind of mock it, like because of him. That's when you start looking at those, taller corners, the guys with the long arms. I mean, even
Brandon Browner and all those
guys. And I mean, even the Raider, we tried to start getting guys with the long arms, a little taller. But the thing is, his physical attributes as far as like speed and stuff, but then it's like his intellect made up for a lot of it as well.
He went to Stanford for a reason.
But honestly, but Peterson was just a straight dog. Ramsey, I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even be mad at putting I mean, they're that close, Ramsey and Peterson, but this was a good one. But I'm gonna go ACB as well.
Your ACB?
Yeah, ACB. But
ACB. All right.
That to me, that by far was the toughest one you came up with for me.
That's the toughest one? Because, man, I'm telling you, I wish I would have saved the early ones. Because the early ones were a little tough. And just
it was one that was tough. It was one that was tough.
I mean, chat,
not counting Luke Kuechly. Not counting Luke Kuechly, the Luke Kuechly slander.
Kuechly
was slandering Luke Kuechly, man.
Man,
I was like, Kuechly?
The Luke Kuechly one, man. It didn't hit you, Chris, but then you had to kind of go back and watch.
The numbers speak for themselves. I was like, okay.
Yeah, it was crazy. JD, what's going on, man? Appreciate you rocking with us. Hey, I don't know if have you guys seen JD? If you guys are new to the chat,
salute, JD.
Kind of do a sub only. So if you guys are new subs, just hit that hashtag, hit new one, just so we know you're just new. It's something we like to do, just show a little appreciation to our subscribers, all that fun stuff. And so if you are new to the channel, guys, make sure you hit that hashtag new one, let us know. But we appreciate everybody in the building. Make sure you guys hit up Chris Protect Show Podcast. He's up top. Severe Raider down below. I'm Made Raider Real Talk. Raider Nation, we appreciate y'all just chilling with us on this Sunday. Something we do.
JD, that's a true comment. Raiders we did always have the tall, long arm.
Yeah.
I mean, ever since the back in the day. That was Al Davis' thing. That's a good point.
This Namdi was a perfect example of Namdi.
Yeah.
Goddamn spider.
That's from safety.
Yeah.
Safety. So, all right. So a little something we like to break it up. It's the off season. We may not do it during the season because look, during the season, you guys know if you guys have rocked with us for a while, we like to break down film during the season. We cut clips of the previous game and we rock out on Sundays. We just kind of recap the game. And so in the off season, when it's kind of dead, we try to rock out a little bit. At the same time, after our next segment of just trying to break down our current depth chart, some of the free agents, then we're going to have a top 5 blind ranking. We have a little fun with that as well. So, what's up, man? Hey, Rick Rock. Hopefully you're drinking something with me. I appreciate you. Jack Kenna, what's happening, man? Everybody, if you can, hit that like button. Also, share it if you can. Share it to any of your social media handles, all that stuff. Definitely spread the word if you can. We definitely appreciate it. All right, let me set up the next one. So what we're going to do is, first, let's take a look at our salary cap. All right, just because, look, one way to look at it, and this is our salary cap. All right, and if you guys can see it, we currently are roughly around 36 million. And as it stands right now, I believe we have to spend around 89% of the current salary cap. And so you can roll over a little bit. And I believe what was the salary cap this year? It was like 270 million, so around there. I forget the exact number. But at the end of the day, you guys spend at least 89%. You can roll over some of the salary cap. Yeah, you want to hold on to some just in case of injury and stuff like that, right? We did that a few years ago. Probably about 4 or 5 years ago with Derek Carr. We brought on who was that receiver? Played with the Eagles, dangerous return guy, slot receiver.
Aguilar?
No, dangerous return man.
with the
punt
Eagles.
return in the playoffs, went for a touchdown. We brought him on late in the season with Derek Carr.
Deshaun Jackson.
Deshaun Jackson, right? So examples like that to where receivers get hurt, somebody gets hurt. We all knew we got hurt last year. And sometimes you got to bring on some players. And so you definitely want to hang on to some salary cap. But here's the thing. We probably have around $15 million that we're probably going to end up spending at some point. So do we spend it now? And so I kind of want to bring up just the salary cap. We got $36 million so far. I'm going to bring up the depth chart real quick, and we're going to kind of go through every single position group and say, look, is there someone that we might cut? Is this a position group that we want to focus on as we start to hear players get released from teams? So I'm going to kind of go to our depth chart real quick. Sorry. This website likes to pop up a shit ton of ads. So I'll be clicking on ads just so you guys know. Hopefully it's not some crazy ads that pop up. But cause because of Chris's chat. There's a bunch of children in Chris's chat. That's what we know. That's what we know.
There we go.
Piano Man, what's going on, man? Mike Lopez, man. I appreciate the super chat. You're saying trade for Ramsey, Porter, and cornerback. Trade Ramsey, Porter.
Trade for Ramsey.
Porter at CB and Bennett at nickel. So you'd be your
I got you. Okay, so Ramsey number one.
Would be Ramsey, Porter, and then Bennett would be in a nickel.
We're going to talk about that. When we get to the defensive side, we're going to talk about Jacorian Bennett, mainly because of Chris up top there. But we're going to talk about Jacorian when we get to the defensive side. But, man, Mike, I appreciate the super chat, brother. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.
Let's see. All right, so let's start off. So let me actually, I'm going to move up. We'll go opposite side. Let's take a look at the receivers first. Chat, let us know. Do you think the receivers, do we need any help at the receiver position? I'm going to kind of say at this point, no, because we brought in a lot of help. Severe, I'll throw it to you first, man. Any thoughts on the receiver position? Do you think there's someone that could be cut at the same time? Do you think we're focusing on this June 1 cuts?
You know what I think could be cut? The fact that we got this dude starting at left outside wide receiver, like what?
That's wild.
Yeah. That's crazy. And I know they had rumors of Jacoby playing in the slot full time. I don't think that's the move. I think Jacoby's gonna be an outside receiver. I think he'll split time between both areas because Jack Best is not an outside receiver. I think you try to put Jack Best outside full time, he gonna struggle early on. So in the slot, you give him two-way goals, let him use his quickness, his kind of his physicality on the breaks to kind of create separation. Like that's his best area right there. I would like to add another guy just because who is in Colin Johnson. I'm not super high on him. Zachary Franklin, Shedrick Jackson. Who is this Shedrick Jackson? It's like a fake Freddie Jackson. Like man, I don't even know Keyshawn Smith. I have no idea who Keyshawn Smith is. Keytron Jackson. Like I don't know who any of these people are. We need to add. At least my guy Alex. At least I don't got Alex. But no, he's there. Never mind. I got him in the slot. But I said, at least I don't got Alex Bachman here. But he is there. So
they got him over your boy Kyle Phillips, man.
I don't believe it. I heard Kyle Phillips been looking good. That's what I heard. I heard he's been looking good out there. So so we'll see. Like I said, Trey Tucker, your spot is not scared, brother. But I would like to add another veteran. I would like to add another veteran at least. It doesn't have to be like a super expensive guy. Like I know Keenan Allen been the guy rumored. Gabe Davis another guy that's been rumored. It doesn't have to be a guy like that, but I would like to add another veteran presence. That's a little bit higher caliber than Colin Johnson.
It's Shedrick Jackson's low-key Bo Jackson's cousin or nephew. We would have heard about that if that was coming down the roster. Rumors of Chubb coming to the Raiders.
Names though. They do sound like basketball names. Zachary Franklin sound like a hooper.
Egalitarian, man, and Jinska, man, I appreciate you saying we're close to the 89% mark. Appreciate it. And yeah, that means that we can potentially bring in someone kind of around that vet minimum. That's why. But at the same time, man, if probably the biggest player and I could go back to it. I don't want to scroll back and forth, but the player that we could potentially move on that would have the biggest impact, I think, to our salary cap would be someone like a Dylan Parham. Because I think if we move on from Dylan Parham, I think we will gain around like 3.2 million to the salary cap. If we cut him, he's like a 200,000 dead to the dead cap. But then if we cut him, we actually gain roughly around 3.2 million. And so that's one name to kind of just watch out for. I don't think it's going to happen, but if we want to save the player that has the most potential to save us some money and bring in some salary cap, I think it's Dylan Parham.
It's going to be hard for me. It'll be hard to do that until I see which version of Alex Kappa we're going to get.
Okay.
I agree.
Honestly, I mean, as much as I'm not big on Parham, what Alex Kappa showed us last year, that's just nasty work. Yeah, so it's like, I don't even know if I'm even ready to let him go as of yet. So I might pump the brakes there, to be honest.
No, I'm with you. We'll talk about the offensive line in just a second. But for me, receivers wise, I think honestly, I don't see us bringing anybody on. In my opinion, and a lot of people have kind of thrown Trey Tucker's name out there to trade or what have you. Look, Tommy Millott could come in and take his spot because he still is a 4-4 guy, I believe. In Trey Tucker, he's got 2 more years on his contract, so I think moving on from him is going to be really difficult to do. You still want to get the best out of him if you can. And besides that, Deontay Thornton is really the only outside guy with speed. So it's going to be tough to kind of get rid of the speed that we have. So I don't see us moving on from anybody, and I really don't see us signing anybody. But Chris, man, what's your thoughts on the receiver spot?
Yeah, I really like kind of the rumors that I heard about us, looking at potentially trading for what's his name, Jameis, what's his name from the Lions?
James Williams.
Yeah, something like that. I would like, something like that. There's someone that can bring some, explosion right away. I'm not one of them guys. I'm not interested in Amari Cooper at all. Not really interested in Keenan, but I mean, I'm more interested in Keenan than Amari. But yeah, honestly, I would like to see Dante, end up being a starter over Trey. I would like to see Trey get the ball maybe in space, but yeah, I would like to see one more guy that can stretch the field that is adult size.
Yeah,
facts. Please. I mean, your boy might be available soon.
Who?
Your boy Stephon Diggs.
Hey, the one guy honestly I keep forgetting about is this Colin Johnson guy, the guy that came from Chicago.
Like 6'6".
He's
oh
6'6",
he is
215. Like
yeah.
I think he's strictly a red zone type of guy. He hasn't done anything really at wherever he's gone. He's went, but 6'6", 210, 215.
Yeah,
if you can get him situational, I don't think he's that fast.
Yeah.
And Beatty brought him over. He's with them in Chicago, so Beatty brought him over for a reason.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
I forgot about him too.
Piano Man, what do y'all think about the Jets adding the Bible? I have no clue what he's talking about.
I don't either, bro.
I'm lost, Piano Man. I'm just letting you know. I'm lost. What up, Beezy? What's happening? I'm confused. We got voted most improved team, yet Vegas has a 6-5. It's because it's what they do. But look, Vegas was not wrong last year. I'll tell you that right now. So
we only won 4 games, right? So
yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jin. Chris is right. Hopefully, Kappa. We get the capital of a couple years back. And look, yes, Mike Lopez, Zachary Franklin. I'm telling you, I do like him without question. I think the reason why
we did watch him.
Yeah, I mean, we went over the undrafted free agents. I like him a lot. The thing is, I think he just had a really slow 40 time, and that really hurt him. But when you watch the film, you don't see the slow 40 time. His route running is very good. He still gets separation on a lot of kind of short to intermediate routes. He may not be the guy that's going to completely take the top off the defense, but as a route runner and a hands guy, I think he's got a chance to compete. So I'm with you, Mike Lopez. Don't get me wrong. So let's move over to the offensive line. And Chris, you kind of talked on it. I did say Dylan Parham is one guy that if we want to save some money, I think he's got the biggest price tag to save money.
No, for sure.
Chris, I'll throw it to you first, man. And chat, let us know, what are your thoughts on the offensive line? Do you think we need to bring in more help? Let us know, chat. Chris, what's your thoughts on the offensive line? Do you think we need to bring somebody in, or are we cool? And who can get cut? June
June
1st.
It's tough, man, because, again, Parham, like, I don't trust him at all. But then again, I gotta see what Kappa's looking like, honestly. Like, I don't want him to be like those other veteran guards that we've been bringing in. What was the guys, like, I think it was like 2 years in a row we brought in a guy and neither one of them panned out. I forgot their names, but
guard.
Yeah, it was Van Roten.
Van Roten. Yeah, it was Van Roten.
And then the year before, it was another guy. Van
Roten was rough, but he actually turned out to be okay towards the tail end. I mean, he was serviceable.
Yeah,
but
who was the one before that? The year before that.
Oh, before that,
not Cody Whitehair.
Don't you mention his name?
I already know you was about to get you.
You gonna make me ruin tomorrow. I got more drinks underneath here.
It was before Van Roten, though. I forgot who it was, but it was.
Brought him. Then we brought him over for. Did we bring him over from the Niners?
I forgot, but it was I can't. Alex Bars. That is him. Alex Bars.
Was it Alex Bars?
Alex Bars.
Yeah, Alex Bars. We brought Alex Bars, and then then Van Roten or Van Roten that next year. Yeah, so I just hope that. I mean, Van Roten was decent because at least he was like physical. You know what I'm saying? He had like that mean edge, so he was kind of like somewhat an enforcer, but. Yeah, I got to see what Alex Kappa do, man.
Yeah, what up, Cool Kev? Appreciate you rocking with us. Yes, Alex Bars. Yeah, that was bad. But again, and Alec M, that's the last time we are going to mention Cody Whitehair. Okay, the last time.
God, Pete was
damn
bad,
it. God, that guy had me throwing shit.
How did Pete go to a Pro Bowl, man?
But see, I think the year that he went to a Pro Bowl, he was at guard though. That was the problem.
Yeah. And then we tried to bring him in at tackle.
And that's why when we signed him in the preseason and when Cody Whitehair came out, mind you, like I have a video on it. When we signed Jordan Meredith, I was stoked about it. I thought Jordan Meredith could compete at the time. And then when I saw him against the Cowboys in the preseason, I was like, holy shit, this is a kid I think that can start. And then Cody Whitehair got to start, and I was just pissed. And I was throwing shit in my room. So I'm just saying. But yeah, Andres Pete, man, yeah, just horrible.
God, he was bad.
Now,
he was terrible.
Here's my thing, Alex. Ready? Y'all think tomorrow Monday's team will start cutting players or trading? I'm sure we're gonna start cutting players. Yeah. Tomorrow.
Yeah, I can see it.
But here's my thing with the offensive line is the biggest wild card in my opinion is Thayer Mumford. We want Sweet Feet to stick around.
Sweet Feet.
We want him to stick around. If you know, you know. But like
getting hurt. You
got
hurt now.
I'm just trying to figure out with this offensive line. You got Charles Grant, right? I'd hate, and when I say Thayer Mumford's a wild card is mainly because Gerard Hufford, the undrafted free agent, he played everywhere. He played guard, he played tackle. He's very versatile. He can play everywhere. Will Putnam, I don't know if he stays on the squad. I'd like to see Gerard Hufford battle him out. It'll be good to watch him preseason. But Thayer Mumford, he's a wild card to me because I'd want him to stay on this roster only because I'd hate to see one of our tackles go down.
Right.
Charles Grant gets thrown in.
Swing.
I don't want Charles Grant to get thrown in too early. Like I want him to be able to just learn and get the full development as much as possible. Just don't throw him into the wolves, real quick. But at the same time, man, I have really not a whole lot of confidence that Thayer Mumford can come in and be a serviceable offensive tackle. So it's like, to me,
But he did all right at left tackle, though. He did all right.
That 1 year, people keep going back to that 1 year. He did all right.
Yeah, like all right, and then he just looked. I mean, unless something was
Like,
so off last year that
Al Bundy scoring 4 touchdowns in Polk.
But here's the problem: he was supposed to start last year, and
Glaze beat him out.
Glaze beat him out, and
Glaze wasn't supposed to be ready.
Yeah.
No, and at the same time, even when Colton Miller couldn't go, Andres Pete got the start.
Yeah.
And Andres Pete looked like dog shit, and Thayer Mumford wasn't even getting any work. He was getting work at receiver. And I'm just sitting there going like, what Thayer Mumford are we going to get? So
he got more snaps than why
I agree.
He did that left tackle.
I agree.
Look at this.
And so that's my thing is Thayer Mumford to me is the wild card. I think we do need to have another tackle outside of Charles Grant because I'd hate to see him just get thrown in if he's not fully ready and prepared. But anytime you can upgrade in this offensive line room, whether it be Dylan Parham, Alice Kappa, Enun, I think you said he does have guaranteed money at least through this year, so he's not going anywhere. If we move on from him, it's most likely going to be next year. If an offensive tackle becomes available, I'd be down to take a look at it with the way that we are. So again, maybe just as a backup, you throw someone, $3-4 million as a solid backup to kind of bring into this lineman room without question. I'd be taking a look at it. So that's the one spot I'll definitely be looking at. So let me just see. Man, if the Raiders can get an O-line for Genty, and it's a good point. You need to make sure that Genty has all the resources to find success when you draft him at number 6. So you better beef up this offensive line. And if you have one injury, you better have someone that's going to come in and replace him and be able to continue to produce at a decent level.
It's just looking at this O line. I mean, we're gonna trim some fat. Like Gottlieb, Ayadze, you better update your LinkedIn, brother, because you ain't gonna make it to the 4th of July. Hufford, I could see a guy just because of his versatility. I know they got him listed at. That's the kid from Iowa State, right?
Mike Lopez.
That's the one from Iowa State, right? Hufford.
What?
Right, Hufford.
Yeah.
Yeah, yep. That's the kid. That's the kid. So he played all over the place. Will Putnam. I think we had him last year too, didn't we?
We did, yeah.
So he's been we're not in this program, but he's been around, so that they might like him. But like I said, this is
what was he last year? Was he center last year?
Putnam, I think he might have been on the practice squad last year.
Yeah, he might have been practice squad.
Right, practice squad. But that's where you can save a roster spot right there because Dylan Parham, he can play. Not he can play, but he's played at.
He can play center.
He's played at both guard spots, and he's played at center. To what level is the question? But he's played at all 3 spots, so you can save a roster spot. You can get rid of a guy like Putnam. You can get rid of a guy like Hufford and just have, kind of Parham as that interior swing guy. And then we have, one of those guys on the practice squad. And if we need to call one of those guys up, then we'll have them already there on the practice squad. Thayer Mumford, it's tough just because we don't know what Dalton Wagner is a Sasquatch. We anybody ever seen this dude really play or do anything? I know I had some high hopes from him coming out of Arkansas. Some of the tape I saw on him looked good, but he was already an older guy. Then I think he's 6'7", 6'8", and he had some back issues. So when you got back issues, that could be a death knell. So I mean, but and then word out of camp is that Caleb Rogers has been getting the starts with Parham starting at right guard. That's what I've been hearing. So Caleb Rogers at left guard and Parham Parham at left guard, Rogers at right guard.
Yeah, so I think it's Rogers at right guard and Parham and Meredith are battling for that left guard position. That's what I'm hearing. And my guy Meredith is going to beat his ass out. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, guys. Okay, just letting you know.
Meredith might get white haired. You might get Whitehair, man.
Don't you put those two names together, Severe.
You might get Whitehair.
Damn it, Severe. Hey. Severe, just because you brought the no sleeves today does not mean you need to be talking like that. That's all I gotta say. Hold up. Let's see. Yeah, Isaiah, you're saying ain't Kappa starting with Parm. I do think it's going to be a battle with Parm and not a battle. Meredith's going to win, but they're battling for the spot. Meredith and Parm. And so they should pick up another lineman in camp. I'm with it, and here we go. And Cap is pretty much a 1-year guarantee. Yes, he is. I'm with you 100%. She's in the building. What's happening, Myra? Appreciate you rocking with us. Yes, we've already talked about the hat. There hasn't been a boneless wings comment, but you brought it into the building. We appreciate you. Appreciate you rocking with us. Myra, home opener, week 2. We all going to be there. We're going to rock out. It's going to be fun. Cole Kev, you're saying if they don't sign Colton soon, there's more changes to come for sure. We've kind of said it previously. I do think that Colton Miller is probably, if you extend him, you're going to extend him 5-6 games into the season. If he proves that he could be that Colton Miller of a couple of years ago, and kind of get to that Pro Bowl status again on a consistent basis, then I think you pull the trigger and you extend him. I just don't know if you do it right now. That's just what I think. So, all right, so let's go on. Let's move to, we got the quarterbacks. We don't need any tight ends. We're fine with tight end. I think we all can agree.
Ian Thomas has been playing well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I heard Ian Thomas look good out there.
That's good shit because honestly, man, when we signed Ian Thomas,
we need a tight end too. So yeah, I hope Ian keep doing his thing, man. We need a tight end too out there, man.
Wait till we get the corner.
Hopefully Carter Runyon or somebody step up.
Wait till we get the corner.
God damn it, Afakasi. Appreciate you, Ron. Hey, but make sure you guys go hit up Afakasi's channel, man. Go show some support over there. Here's the official Cody Whitehair jersey. God damn. Okay, so Afakasi, I got you and Zamir White. Maybe you now have me with Cody Whitehair. So, yeah, don't make me go off with Cody Whitehair, damn it. Afakasi. Appreciate you, big dog. Guys, make sure you guys go hit up Afakasi's channel as well. Show some support over there, man. I appreciate you. Every time.
I
don't know if you guys have heard.
Somebody asked a question. It was Will Putnam who it was Spillane and Putnam who got into it. I think Max jumped in.
Yes. Yeah, last offseason.
Oh, okay.
Here's the thing about Ian Thomas. What I really like, if he is starting to play well, what I like about Ian Thomas is he could be another goal line threat. And I don't know if Chip Kelly runs this a lot. Severe, you'll probably know more than me.
And he won't leave you when you need him. He won't leave the team. Actually, never mind, man. Never mind. Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
I don't know if Chip Kelly down the goal lines will run a 3 tight end set, because I think where Ian Thomas can help us is just that third tight end in really short goal line situations where you want to set up to potentially run, but then if you got 3 tight ends out there, I mean, I think Ian Thomas, isn't he like 6'5", 6'6"? Like he's a tall possession type of tight end, and he can also run block. So I don't know if Chip Kelly likes a 3 tight end set at all. Severe, do you know?
I don't remember him running much 13 at UCLA, but I know that when he got to Ohio State this past year, I think like Ohio, he really slowed down like the tempo. They were like one of the slowest tempo teams in the league, or in college in FBS. So he really like he's been saying it, and it's something I've been saying. He'll fit his offense to his personnel. So if he feels that he said he's been impressed with Mayer and Thomas. He said he's been impressed with both of them. So if he feels that he has a combination,
availability is the best ability. You got to be there. You got to be in the locker room.
We ain't gonna talk about availability with a certain quarterback.
We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Don't worry.
We only doing offense today. We only doing offense.
Somebody's in the glass house right now, and they're throwing.
We only doing offense today.
Oh no, I'm gonna scroll down. I'm gonna scroll down. There's something down there.
So if he feels he can use those guys, especially with a guy like Brock, where you can line Brock up outside on occasions, and he can win on the outside or on occasions. So you can do a 13 personnel, with those guys, with two, whether they're both on the same side or one on either side, and Brock split. Like, you can do some creative stuff if he feels, and Chip is more than willing to do that. But I don't remember him doing it much at UCLA, and I didn't watch enough of Ohio State to say if he did it or
not. All right, so let's do this. I think we're good on quarterback, right? I think the chat, everybody will agree. We're not going to mess with the quarterback position now.
QB2.
A lot of people can say that Aiden O'Connell could be on the chopping block. I think it would be crazy for them to do it just because I think he's a viable backup. But
yeah, I think so.
I think it'd be crazy work to move off on him, especially when you have him at such a discount with that rookie deal. So I don't know if we want to spend the next hour and a half because I'm sure the chat will go crazy if we start bringing up Aiden O'Connell. But
crazy.
I think we can kind of move on. I don't think anything's going to move. Chat. I guess I'll throw it to the chat. Chat, let me know if you think Aiden O'Connell's going to get at this point, not even maybe traded. Let me know if you think he's going to get traded or cut. He's not going to get cut, but maybe traded. Chat, let me know. But we ain't going to get too riled up about it. Mike Lopez, all right. AC, Aiden O'Connell 12. I'm guessing you're a fan. That's what I'm guessing. So, running back. Okay. I posted a video on this. And some people decided to absolutely try to rip me apart because I said there's a chance that Ashton Jeanty might not be that 4th and 1, 3rd and 2 type of goal line back. Like, he may not be. I'm not saying he's not going to be, but at 5'8", 200 pounds,
better.
Yes, he better. I'm with you. You pick him at number 6, he better do everything, right?
Exactly.
But reality is, my thing is, I'd be perfectly fine if we found if a running back became available that we get on a cheap deal that's a short yardage type of back, right? Look at our running backs. Raheem Mostert, not a short yardage back. Sincere McCormick, probably going to get hurt on the second carry. Zamir White. If the only thing Zamir White could possibly do, AR, I know you in here, Zamir White, I'm just saying the name a couple times. If he has any chance at proving anything, then maybe he can be a short yardage back 2-3 times a game. Like, I'm not saying he can. I'm just saying if he finds himself at any point a benefit to this roster, then that's where he can possibly find himself a spot. Again, not saying he can. Dylan Labe, who knows what's going to happen to him? And then Chris Collier. So we really don't have, if Jeanty can't do it, a true short yardage back on 4th and 1, 3rd and 2, 3rd and 1 type of situation. So if someone does become available, I'd be willing to pull the trigger on a big running back that could be those short yardage type of guys. So if we see cuts going down, I'd be okay with looking at one. No, that's not. I don't think he is. I don't think he is. I think he's a smaller guy. But even so, we've never seen the kid, so there's. I don't.
We saw him last year. We saw him before. We saw more of him than we saw Dylan Labe.
We did a little bit, yeah. So, but here's my thing though, is I had people in my comment section, the video I dropped, making the Barry Sanders comparison, and I'm just like, you're out of your goddamn mind. Like, you just gotta stop there. Again, I'm not saying he can't do it, but at 5'8", 200 pounds, what is he, 205, 208? I just don't put a lot of stock in a guy that can be a consistent short yardage back. That's why I'm open to looking at some bigger backs that may become available if we get them at a cheaper price. That's what I'm keeping my eye out on. Severe, any thoughts on that, or what are your thoughts on the running back room?
Yeah, man, I ain't paying no more running backs, man. We drafted you top 10, bro. You better.
Yeah.
You better be the short yardage, the long yardage, the intermediate yardage.
You better be, yes.
You better be stitching the names on the back of the uniform. Like, you better do everything. But he's already one of the highest paid running backs in the league already off his rookie contract. So I don't want to hear nothing. Whatever we have here in house, we're gonna have to make it work. We're gonna have to make it work. Whether it be, whether we gotta get Zamir White some LASIK surgery to help this man find a gap, whatever we got to do. Dylan Labe, I don't know how we're gonna I don't know how we're gonna use him. Sincere can't stay healthy. Chris Collier, I really don't have no faith in him. But Ashton Genty, he has to be the guy. And if he gets his pass pro right, he better be in there all 4 downs. He better be on punt protection as well. Like, bro, we're squeezing you useless for the amount of money we paying you. So, and the push come to shove, you know, we have Zamir here. Well, hell, we got Brock. Brock has done some carrying. He's carried the ball some in the past. I think he was super efficient at it, if I recall correctly, too, at Georgia. In terms of short yardage situations. So we have people in house. I'm not going out paying anybody else. I didn't want to pay Genty. I for damn sure don't want to pay nobody more. So, you know, I think we have to be set, man. If we go out and sign a running back, bro, you would not hear the end of it from me. You would not. How Chris went on about that hat. You thought that was bad, bro. I would be calling y'all middle of the night, like, you know, they're ready to sign a running back, right? Like, you would not hear the end of it.
But Tyler, JJ Pegues did carry the rock in college. Wild turkey. He could short.
I didn't want to concede the bet already on 805. That's why I didn't bring up JJ Pegues. I didn't want to already.
Yeah, Eagle Terry and JJ Pegues. You know,
some beer.
Jack. Yeah, he did in college. It ain't gonna happen. Well, it might, but no. Damn it. Easy, what's happening, man? Pull the trigger on a running back. Hey, I'm telling you, if Genty can't do it again at 5'8", I got my concerns. But that's part of the reasons why I didn't want Genty at 6. But it is what it is. Coach, you missed it. God damn it! I might pull it up one last time, Coach. You missed it.
How he come out of nowhere with that, though?
I think he waited. I know. Look at him. That's his first comment, though. That's his first comment. That means that he's been sitting around for a while.
He's been ghost riding the whip, man.
Man. He had a brain freeze off that Jamba Juice. He just never recovered.
Tyler, I think you're saying Genty 216. Yeah, actually, you're right. I think he is up there. But again, 5'8". I just don't have all the confidence in the world. But to Severe's point, pick that number at number 6. Yes, you got to do everything without question. But it's okay for me to question it. That's the thing. I guess that's the point I want to get to.
No,
I guess that's the point I want to get to some of the people that were in my comment section of the video that I posted. They thought I was absolute dog shit for saying that I questioned that he could do it. Then they brought the whole Barry Sanders talk. And then I just
still saying that.
And then
still saying that.
Yeah, and then I put my phone down. I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, but that's the thing is, I don't care if you're the first pick, the 10th pick, or 7th round pick. It's okay to question whether or not you think someone can do something. And that's all I'm doing. So, Chris, man, your thoughts. Running back, we can cut anybody? Should we bring somebody on? Are you with Severe and just like, we got you at 6. You better do everything.
Yeah, no, I definitely think he has to do everything. Because you don't get a incomplete running back at 6. And you really don't call him a generational running back at 6 if you can't depend on him getting short yardage. Because again, getting short yardage is not all about size. It's all about just how hard you can get to. Man, never mind.
That's why. Where's Coach at? Where's Coach at? Just say it. Just say it.
Never mind. Man,
he knew.
Anyway,
he knew it was happening.
No.
Anyway, man.
You think about it in short yardage. If you're playing the G spot, it's all about the angles. If you're playing the G spot, it's all about the angles. That's how it makes sense.
But yeah, man, it's
beat you to it. I like it.
Yeah. So yeah, but honestly, I'm okay with the running back room because I do like Mostert. As long as we can, spread out his carries, give him the ball in space. I do think, in Chip Kelly's offense, he could be a true weapon.
My guy's in the building.
Oh, Luis is in the building.
Where you at? Hold on.
Luis is in the building. He's okay. He looks like he's in good spirits too.
Where you at? Wait for it. Yeah, Luis.
Salute, Luis, man. Salute to you, man.
So good seeing you, man. I'm glad you in the building.
My tech said, "What's up?"
Everybody, just hit that. Hit that hashtag, Luis. We want to make sure that he's good in the building, man. Appreciate you. Appreciate you rocking with us.
But yeah, and then like Sincere McCormick, just injury prone. I want to like him though. I do want to like him. Zamir White, you guys know how I feel about him. I'll never forgive the Raider organization about their decision they made last year, but me and Severe ain't gonna go. We ain't gonna be debating all night. There's not gonna be no late night talk about that.
And then Lobby, by the way, I won that debate, y'all. Y'all go check it on his channel. I won that debate, by the way.
No way you did. And then Lobby is, I honestly don't know if he makes the team, to be quite honest. So we'll see.
Yeah, that's so funny. Got practice squad working all over him.
Alex Ray, you didn't want Genty at 6. Wow, man, that's crazy. It's not that crazy.
I don't want any running back at 6 unless I'm getting Adrian Peterson. Unless I'm getting Adrian Peterson or Barry Sanders or LaDainian Tomlinson for sure. I don't want any running back at 6.
But here's the thing: who was the last? I'm not going to get too far into it, but here's the thing: the last running back that was supposed to be generational, right? There's always a player in every draft that is a can't miss player, right? Last year was Brock Bowers. We actually got him. Like everybody said, Brock Bowers was going to be the guy if you got him, right? That's why everybody was crazy that people were passing on him. The year before that, Bijan Robinson. Everybody thought Bijan Robinson was going to be the next just generational running back. They were so high on him.
Bijan's cold though.
But how has that? He is. He's good. But here's the problem: is when you pick a guy.
8.
Yeah, he's still top 10.
8.
But here's the thing: has Bijan taken him to a Super Bowl? Not even close. Like, exactly though. That's why, like, running backs are complementary positions. You need a good offensive line for the running back to thrive. Yeah. Saquon, go look at Saquon and his history. He was the best running back in the National Football League last year. Why? Because he had one of the best offensive lines.
Yeah.
And he had all the complements around him, a quarterback, a passing game where he wasn't the focal point on that offense. And so it's not crazy to think that I don't want Genty at 6 when we are as good as we are. We still need a lot of work and a lot of help in order for that one position to find success. I'm not saying Genty's going to be bad. We just need help.
You got to have the other pieces. You definitely got to have the other. There's only a few backs, and the few that Severe named that, regardless on how the rest of the team is, those dudes are still going to eat. Exactly. Can Genty do that? If he can break tackles the way he did in college, then yes, he can. But we just have to see it happen.
Yeah, and the question is, can he do it on a consistent basis when you're going against NFL caliber teams week in and week out? Are you going to be able to do it on a consistent basis? Because he didn't see that in the Mountain West. He saw spots of it, right? Oregon, he goes in against Penn State. Like he saw flashes of it, but not on a week by week basis when you're getting your ass basically hit day in and day out. So
basically his very first game was like he played against some NFL caliber players. Then his very last game, nowhere between did he play any like real NFL caliber players. So, it's going to be a test. And then it's not just a one season thing, right? For a guy that plays with that style where it's really incumbent upon him taking continuous contact every single play to have success. He's not outrunning guys. He's not beating guys to the edge. He's not outrunning guys or beating guys to the edge. He's breaking tackles. He's taking that he's taking a beating every single play, every time he's out there. Like, how long is a guy like that going to hold up? Especially, a smaller guy. So, and then not like, he's not slender or anything like that, but like how long will he be able to take those kind of hits continuously and still be productive before the nagging injuries start to crop up on you, and once you get one injury, then your body starts to compensate, and then you start getting other injuries, and then it's all kind of downhill from there.
And just so everybody knows, we're not saying he can't do it. It's okay to question whether or not he can. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. So because how many first rounders actually work out? You can ask yourself that question amongst the entire league. How many first rounders actually work out? And everybody can have their arguments as to why they will and why they won't. LS, you wanted Jacob Parrish at 6? I know you did, man. You're going to take the hot dog water name now. All right. God damn it. I'm telling you, just remember that name, LS, and everybody else in the chat and everybody else in here. You just remember Jacob Parrish. Damn it. Myra G, appreciate it. So he's kicking with
Salute to Mark.
Where is Billy Davis, man? Shout out to Billy Davis.
They're probably getting ready for work.
Shout out to Bill Davis. Myra, appreciate the super chat. Blue Skies in the building. What's going on? I think you see him. I haven't seen you here before. If you are a new one, let us know. We appreciate it. You said the front guys are the difference of a great running back or QB. They don't transform the team on their own.
That's true. That's 1,000%.
Absolutely. And so, all right, so let's do this. Yeah, and man, my bad. Blue Sky, let us know. Put that hashtag new one if you guys are in here. If you guys are new to it, we appreciate you, Jay. What's going on? Appreciate it. I get it's hard to pick a running back at 6, but he was the best player available by far. He was the second or third best player in the draft. So 6, almost a steal. If you like him.
See, I think the biggest thing is I think all three of us were just hoping that we could trade back. You know, like if we had to stay at 6, then, you know, it is what it is. Yeah. But we all wanted to trade back if it was possible, but we don't know if there was any other team that was interested. So
yeah, didn't know if we were getting those calls. All right, so let's do this. Let's go down, and then we're going to go down to the defensive side. Maybe we'll wait for free agents on Tuesday, man, because we're already rocking almost 2 hours. And so we're going to go over to the defensive side so we could talk about Chris's boy, Ja'Cory Bennett. That'll be the first topic we talk about. But we're going to back up to the big screen.
Best quarterback prospect in the last few years, baby.
Let me make sure we going to get here. All right, Alex, I know you got a comment. Raiders O-line, not that bad, y'all. Come on. That O-line got better after week 6 last season.
It did.
It got better because we got healthy. I'm just letting you know. Got better because we got healthy. Colton Miller started getting healthy. JPJ came back. We actually got freaking Cody Whitehair the hell out of there. All right. My boy Jordan Meredith decided to come in and do some work. So
Parham still didn't play well.
He didn't. He was the weakest link. And DJ Glaze was on the line. And he started to kind of get his feet underneath them as a rookie. So it's like it did get better. I'm not saying our offensive line is bad. We still need to find a guard to play consistently at a high level. But I'm with you. Our offensive line isn't bad, and that's why if the offensive line plays good, then I do think Genty has a really good chance at kind of proving that he was the right pick at 6. So I guess not disagreeing with you on that. There's not a running back in history that'll be able to come in and carry the organization to a Super Bowl by themselves. You've got to have the pieces in place.
Yeah.
With you, 100%. All right, let's go. Let's do this. We got a couple. I think we can get it done. I think we can get it done as a rookie, but still adjust to not burn him out. All right, talking about Genty. You definitely don't want to burn him out.
Wait, Louis. So did you like Spytek's first pick in the draft?
he liked it. That's the thing. He liked the Genty pick, but he hated like every other pick. He hated.
Oh, okay.
Every other pick, he hated. We didn't get a line. I think it was the whole linebacker thing. I think he was mad about not getting Shedeur too. I know.
Yeah, I think he wanted Shedeur. He wanted Shedeur.
Mad about not getting a linebacker earlier. For sure, mad about that. And he was mad about Shedeur, if I recall correctly.
Yeah. What up, Hunter? What's going on? Chronicles of Black Hole. Genty played behind a bad O-line. He has a much better O-line now. I hope it is a lot better. Hope it is a lot better.
He's also played against bad defensive line. It's nothing like it's kind of a wash. It's not like he was playing like pro caliber defensive linemen consistently.
No, it's still Mountain West at the end of the day. But he was the whole offense. We'll give him that without question. He was the whole.
No, he was.
He was the whole offense. So 10 out of those 11 players keyed on him.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I'll definitely give him that. And look, and I think Law Dog, you're saying you can't stack all those guys in the box like they did them in college. Okay, so yes, I'm with you. I think what the Raiders did do, what Spytek did, is they did help with putting enough talent around him with Geno, with the receivers to help spread this thing out. So they did put more pieces in place to kind of help him out. So all right, let's do this. Appreciate it. Let's kind of man, you guys are flying with the chat, man. I appreciate you. I apologize.
Oh yeah. Man.
If I am not getting to some, O-line got better. Yes, they did. I'm with you. Kitsy is gone. We ain't getting into that. Let's see. I just want to make sure I kind of get to everybody. Luis, man, I'm just happy you're here, Luis. All right. Dylan Parham's my grandmother. When my grandmother's in the hospital, he's getting abused during the game. God damn it, LS. Chewy, what's going on, man?
She must have had the Raiders in the 4-leg parlay.
Oh man, Chewy, what's going on?
I'll put you there.
Pete isn't dumb enough to kill Genty like that. I think that is the big factor is Pete he's probably the best coach we've had in a very long time. So I think he's going to play things smart. You guys got a comment to that, Severe?
I mean, unless that dementia kicks in, we don't know.
that's a severe one.
You know, they're going to do Pete here for 3 years, 4 years tops. Pete ain't thinking about nothing past 4 years, bro. So Pete don't give a damn how long Genty plays. He don't care if he makes it to the 5th year option. He's like, bro, I'm trying to win now.
I'm gonna be going by then.
I'm out.
Exactly. If it takes him running Genty into the ground and Genty is never the same, we're gonna do what he got to do to win games. This is what it is. It is what it
is. Chris, any thoughts on that?
To be completely honest, I think Pete is going to let Chip completely have the offense. I don't think that Pete's going to really be looking over his shoulder. I don't think he's going to micromanage. I think he'll have overall expectations, but I think he's going to let Chip handle that side of the ball. So, I mean, you pay him. He's the highest paid coordinator from my understanding. So I don't even think that, Pete's going to have, I mean, he'll have some influence, but I think he's going to let Chip cook. So I guess it just depends on if Chip will do it. And Severe probably know more than me, but I can't see Chip running a running back into the ground.
Now he usually does committees. That's why that's why it didn't make sense for us rehash this. That's why, in my opinion, it didn't make sense for us to draft Genty, because he usually does committees and he'll have several guys get carries. So like even when Charbonnet was there, it was still like a committee. Charbonnet had the lion's share of the work, but it was still him and TJ Harden, and we had another guy, I forget the other guy's name, but we had 3 guys that got carries. Jack Charbonnet got the most, TJ Harden was the second guy, and there was a third guy, I can't remember the dude's name, but
yeah, Alex, yes, it's beer. I got a little mini fridge underneath, so yes, I'm prepared for this live, just so you know. Luis, our offense is fine. I like the positivity. It's the coverage. It's the coverage of concern. Hey, but just stay with the positivity, Luis. I like it. What is going on, LS? I'll bring it to you real quick before we get to our next segment. Not to derail y'all. Yeah, you mean to derail it.
I don't know. I don't know what he's talking about now.
Yeah, I don't even want to know.
That's a pause on that one for me, bro. I don't know.
I'm moving on. Damn it. Jesus Christ. I don't even know. I see, LS, I got like pre-screen your comments.
I know what he's talking about. No, that's
I don't even want to know.
Oh,
man. I'm just talking about a purple Crown Royal bag. That's the only thing.
If you guys look in YouTube, it's like there's like a community leaderboard. I don't know if y'all noticed it. So it has like your top 3 people based off of, it's like XP. I don't know. It's something that's new. Today's the first day I've seen it. So LS, you're number 3. You're number 3 on the leaderboard right now.
Big Asian guy, tell us about football. It's a rare sighting. It is a rare sighting. Just so you know, without question. I get it a lot. My years of coaching and playing, we're gonna get to the next segment, but the amount of times I might bring my football helmet, my old school football helmet back up. But it's funny. I'd wear my helmet. I had the black visor.
Ain't messing with Chris's old school football.
On that turf.
we know Chris's old school helmet.
Yeah, that turf special. But the
But I
thing
used
is,
to-
but back in the day, they used to wear lunatics hats as a helmet. even before the leather helmets, they used to have lunatics hats. My bad.
The best part though is my helmet I always had the black the dark visor on it, and I'd play, game would be over, we go, chop it up, shake hands, and I'd take off my helmet, and the amount of people that were surprised as shit that I was Asian was always comical. And so because no one expected that. After the game, we go chop it up. They're like, "Oh shit, how the hell did that Asian guy do that shit to me?" All right, so let's do this. We're gonna go back up to the big screen. Now I'm gonna set up the next segment. We're gonna have some fun. Let's see. This is the blind ranking. All right, so get your pen, get your paper out. We're gonna have a little bit of fun. We're gonna break this up. Then we're gonna talk about the defensive side. We're not gonna get to free agents today. We're gonna save that for Tuesday. But this is the blind ranking. So get your pen and paper out. I'm gonna set this up. Let me bring it up here. Bang. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna bring up players one by one, and all you gotta do is put up where you would rank them. It's a blind ranking. So 1 through 5. Put them where you put them in the ranking, and you can't change it. You can't switch it up. All right, and then you're gonna let me know. Kind of put it in order. Number 1, put the player that is brought up, and we'll just kind of go in that order. And at the very end, you'll kind of go through. You'll let me know kind of how it ends up in the blind ranking. And so, unless I appreciate it. I appreciate the positivity. I had to make sure I screened that comment too. All right. We're gonna wait for Severe to come back. I want him to see that first one. Let's see. On the dark side of things, blue skies. You can't be blue skies and then say come on the dark side of things. Who's a legit backup for Geno if he goes down? AOC or I think it's Aiden O'Connell right now.
Yeah, right now,
without question.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't know about Miller for real. I mean, I know he's a little more athletic, but I don't know.
With Miller, you have to just see how he's in transition to
That's what I'm saying.
It's like with Genty going from the Mountain West, and this is just my comparison. I'll probably blow the chat up again, but Genty going from the Mountain West to the NFL, in my comparison, is almost like a true freshman starting in the SEC. It's just like it's going to be a massive jump in competition. Cam Miller going from the FCS over to the NFL, that's going to be a massive jump for him. And so we'll see how he does in preseason at the end of the day. So, keeping the depth chart. All right, we're gonna rock out. God fam, you're saying Ashton Jelly had a high PFF grade on outside zone runs, exceeding 96 points, and led the FBS in both yards per carry and yards after contact on such runs. Chip runs an outside zone scheme. Yes, I agree. Yes, he had good stats. No one's going to argue that. And he does fit Chip Kelly's offensive scheme well. We'll see how it all works out. Yeah, a lot of appreciate you. All right, Jeff, you missed it, but shit. Okay, ABC. So you started.
That wouldn't have been bad.
Yeah, it wouldn't be bad. Wouldn't be bad. Guys, make sure you guys go hit up Jeff's channel as well, man. You guys did like
he's live right now.
Yeah, you're probably live right now. You're on your 72-hour live. That's you're on. But guys, make sure you hit up Jeff's channel. Show some support over there. Appreciate you. All right, blind ranking. Let's get into it. Let's have some fun. Let's go. Number 1, rank it 1 to 5. Let's start out. First one, we're going edge rushers. Robert Quinn.
Oh, that's who's that?
Robert Quinn.
Oh, Quinn used to get busy.
He did. And remember, guys, again, when I bring these up, it's all their prime, all their top of their game. all on the top of their game. Robert Quinn, guys, let me know where you rank Robert Quinn in your blind top 5 ranking. Top 5 ranking. Let's see it. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see. Where we at? All right. So Ellis is putting him at 4. All right. Ellis got him at 4. Let's see. Reese Rock. If I'm a running back, I'm not letting 5 tackle me for shit. Unless he's part of the triads. I did.
There were 20 of
them. That's funny because I mean I did play all defense and I'd get your ass. Don't just know I'd get your ass. Where's Coach at?
I know, right?
Hey, my chat's an adult chat, Chris. All right. Yeah. All right, Daniel Kim, you got him at 4. All right, let's go. We just don't know about Miller. Luis. Stay positive. I like it. Stay positive. Isaiah, you got him at 3. Quinn Edwards. Man, even when you say dip and rip, I don't even know how to take it, LS. But,
Quinn was cold. Yeah.
All right. God fam, you got him at 4. Riots, man. Appreciate you rocking with us.
The NFL in sacks.
Sack time at 3. No, Rose. Damn it, Rose Town.
That was his first year with the Bears, right? After he left the Rams, went to the Bears. I think he led the league in sacks.
Maybe.
I remember his time with the Rams. I think he left the Rams and then went to the Bears and led the league in sacks.
I think he got busy with the Rams too, though.
He did.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was cold. He was cold.
Yeah,
I like his game.
Was he at North Carolina? Was he at North Carolina?
Oh, I forgot where he came out.
I don't know if he was. But Rosetown, you need to give me a goddamn ranking right now. Goddamn, don't be like Coach and cheating all the time. There's always cheaters goddamn in the building. All right, Jeff, you got him at 5. Cool Kev, you're at 5. Okay, all right. Chewy's doing the same damn thing. You guys, bunch of cheaters in our chat. I don't recognize how I said his name. Yeah, all right, you got him at 5.
He looked like Bernard Hopkins right there.
Man, they do.
All right, Rudder, I got him. God damn it, Jeff. Yes. All right, Jeff. Already. I can toss you to move you online.
That's why I get Tyree Wilson up here. You can be stuck.
All right. Next up, Robert Quinn. All right, guys. Put the number down. Next up, we got DeMarcus Ware. Blind ranking. Don't you cheat. Chad, I'll go back and I'll look. Don't you cheat. Where you got him? 1 through 5.
See, I think 805 on some BS is on this list. I think he on some BS on this list.
Just don't know. God fam, you got him at 3. Blue Sky's got him at 4. Riots has him at 2. Not bad. All right, DeMarcus Ware. Daniel Kim got him at 3. Jack Ken's got it 3.
Hope I ain't back myself in a corner.
Look at Jeff. Look at Jeff. Jeff. I'm not an asshole. Okay? I'm not an asshole.
Hey, smart.
Yeah, I'm not an asshole. Don't worry. That would have been funny though. Isaiah, you got him at 2. Ellis at 3. Okay.
Didn't you have Ware on one before?
Yeah, starting Benjamin cutting with Ware.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, starting Benjamin cutting with Ware.
Reese Rock. I think Reese Rock, you're the one that sends me some. I think he sends me ones that people are actually doing the same thing. It's actually kind of funny. Piano Man, appreciate it.
Reese Rock be having some hilarious. He put together some hilarious posts.
Yeah. The IG stories.
Yeah, hilarious.
All right, Sacktown got him at 4. What's up, Matt? You got him at 4. All right. Quinn at 5. DeMarcus Ware at 4. Okay. All right, here we go. I'm done. I'm not an asshole. I wouldn't do it to you guys. I wouldn't. Red White, you got him at 4.
I'm worried about this one, man.
Here we go. Next up. Next one we gonna rock. Let's go. Justin Tuck.
Oh, that's Tuck.
Justin Tuck. Where you guys got Justin Tuck?
Damn, I already know you don't like this.
And then at the end, guys, we'll rank them how you guys truly would have ranked them. But this is just a blind ranking. All right. So Blue Sky's got him at 4. GFAM, you got him at 5. All right. You had the 5 space open. Okay. Cool Kev's got DeMarcus Ware at 4. All right. Let's go. Ooh, Sacktown, you put him at 1. You got him at 1. All right. Let's go. Jeff, Quinn at 5. DeMarcus Ware at 4. Justin. All right. You got 1 and 2 open. I remember that, Jeff. You got 1 and 2 open.
Tyree Wilson come up.
Come up 5.
Yeah.
Jeff's logging all the way off.
I change it real quick.
Actually, yeah. Let me change this real quick because
Jeff gonna go finish his lobster roll.
Okay.
Let's go. All right, cool, Kev. DeMarcus Ware at 4. All right, let's go. There's a method to blind. Yeah. I try not to be an asshole, Dan Kim. I'm just letting you know.
Yeah,
Isaiah, you got him at 4.
Yeah, man. I'm at some. I'm at some extremes right now. I need a horrible one and a very good one.
Me too. Me too. Me too.
He done got me, man. He done got me.
I need Lawrence Taylor and Tyree Wilson.
Exactly, right?
Piano Man, you can get up on this. Hey.
I need what's my man's name? I need JJ Watt and Shalik Calhoun.
Shalik Calhoun.
Reese Wright, you got DeMarcus Ware at 1. All right, let's go. Okay, here we go. Chandler Jones, yeah, that'd be an asshole 1 too. I'm not that mean. All right, here we go.
Chandler
Next one.
Cold, Chandler was cold.
Nice,
yeah, it is in his prime.
Yeah,
yes.
Chandler.
Next one.
Chandler's still better than Tyree right now.
Oh,
Jared Allen. All right, that's number 4. Jeff, I know you have number 1 and 2 open. I'm paying attention. Damn it.
Oh, I'm in trouble.
Jared Allen.
I know I'm in trouble.
I'm in trouble too. If the next person is good, bro, I'm cooked. If the next person is good, I am cooked.
Yeah.
Ryan's got 1 and 5 open. 1 and 5, man. That's tough.
That's tough. I know, man. Yeah. I painted myself in this corner. Damn, trying to play it safe with Robert Quinn, Mark ass. Messed me up. Should put him at 5, like my first mind.
Oh, I need a bum right here.
Yeah, man.
I need a bum.
I think I'm waiting for Jeff because Jeff had 1 and 2 open.
Hey, Sean Oakman never got his chance. All right, they did that man dirty.
I need
Ken Allen at 2. All right. LS at 2. Allen at 2. Blue Sky, you got him at 4.
I need Tyler Brayton right now.
5, yeah. Isaiah's severe. Isaiah, same as you.
Man.
Look at that. Racy Rock, Alden Smith over everything.
Alden Smith was cold.
He was a bad man.
Yeah,
back in the day.
And Justin Smith. Just the Smith brothers?
Yeah.
Cold.
Oh, all right.
The Smith
I'm pleading the 5th on the no. Hey, Jeff, you need to tell me. Let's go. Cool, Kev, you got Jared Allen at 1. All right, you got him at 1. All right, let's go. Jack Kenna's confident. Okay.
Before I pick up, so far. Yeah, I need a bum right here.
Let's do this.
Bum.
Before we get to the next one, everybody in the chat, I want you let me know what spot you have left because I'm gonna keep track. Let me know what spot you got left.
Yeah, see, now I ain't letting you know, bro, because that's how you get us. That's how you get. Because we thinking you're gonna get us, and you ain't gotten us yet.
He finding someone right now.
Yeah, exactly. It's gonna be Julius Peppers.
Yeah.
Damn. All right, Chew, you got the first spot left.
We'll drop like Deacon Jones or something like that. Bruce Smith.
Deacon Jones.
Oh man.
All
right, Jeff. All right, I see you. You got 1 left. G-Fam, you have 1. Zach-Tan, you got 2 left. Let's go. SoCal. Jared at 4. Jade at 5. Okay, let me go. Riot C. God, a bunch of cheaters in this goddamn building. Jack Kenny got 1 left. You got the 2 spot left. Law Dog is still talking about Ashley Genty. I got it.
Yeah.
Daniel Kim got 1 left. All right, let's see.
I need Charles
I
Snowden.
need Bruce Smith. So you
Yeah,
got one
exactly.
left. That's what I'm guessing.
Man, for real.
Reese Rock wants Mean Joe Green. I'm scared. Raider White, you got one left. All right, let's go. Here we go. I'm gonna put a one comment real quick. All right, that's
need you,
severe. I
Lakers
think you
Robert.
said it.
Deion
Lakers
Jordan.
Robert.
I
Blue
thought
skies.
Deion Jordan was gonna be nice.
Blue skies.
He better
Shout
not
out to
be.
you. Shout out to
Oh
you.
man, he did it.
And Julius Peppers is.
Oh man,
man.
I'm cooked. I am cooked.
Shout out to you, Blue skies.
I am cooked.
All right, give me your order. Give me the order you got them. Blind ranking, and then we will actually rank them in the true order.
See, that's what I get. That's what I get for putting a white pass rusher at one. I did this to myself.
Isaiah's right.
I did this to myself.
Isaiah, you pumped about it.
I did this to myself. God damn it. So
LS's final ranking: Peppers, Allen, Ware, Quinn, and Tuck. That works out. Yeah, that works out. That's not bad.
I actually like that. Actually, that's probably how I would. I think that's how it should be. Probably.
Huh. Oh,
yeah.
I'll start out. We'll go back up to it. All right, let's go. Danica Peppers in my prime is scary. Yes, and it's probably scary good, 100%. All right, Jeff, you had Quinn. You had Peppers at 1, Allen at 2, Tuck at 3, Ware at 4, Quinn at 5. Quinn at 5. It's tough, but hey, you got Peppers at 1.
At the top of their game, Quinn was cold.
It was cold.
It was cold.
Justin Tuck was cold too, though, man. Justin Tuck was cold.
Yeah.
Too. Justin Tuck was cold too.
Peppers, Ware, Quinn, Tuck, Allen. Okay.
Quinn, I mean, he led the league, though. He led the league.
Isaiah got Peppers at 1, Ware at 2, Quinn at 3, Tuck at 4, Allen at 5. Okay. All right. And Jeff ain't changing. He likes it. All right. Good deal. Good deal. Let's go. Isaiah Quinn should have been 4 or 5. All right. Matt's excited about Peppers. See, I wasn't an asshole. I was not going to put Tyree up there, guys.
Hey, Isaiah. I would put Allen up higher. I will put Allen up higher. But I like Isaiah's.
If I put Tyree Wilson at that last one, they'd shut this live down. Everybody would leave.
That's how, man. See, I keep waiting for that to happen, and it ain't happened yet.
Me too.
As soon as I don't think it's gonna happen, that's when he's gonna get us.
Exactly. Something might happen. No, just to be real with y'all, basically what I do is because of the start 'em, bench 'em, cut 'em, I have so many damn like players in like a folder that I just pick them randomly and I just throw them out there. So
I like Daniel Kim's. I like Daniel Kim's. That's probably how I would do it. Daniel Kim. I think Daniel Kim got a smooth one.
With Tuck, Quinn, Ware, yeah. Yep.
I'm higher on Ware than you guys. I would probably still have Ware as my number 2. Allen is my number 3. But I'm not mad at swapping.
Never gonna happen. Giant NFL Asian guy, still the funniest thing in the world. Never existed. Never existed.
Nah, what are you talking about? That old boy that was a safety with the Ravens. Nakamura, I want to say he was a safety with the Ravens. He was cold too. He was a hitter. This man for the Ravens.
Man, honestly, the only one that I grew up because I was a middle linebacker. That win from K-State.
That win was a dog.
Texas A&M. Texas A&M.
Oh, Texas A&M. Yeah, Texas A&M. My bad. I'm telling you,
that win was cold.
Yeah, I was because I played middle linebacker.
Haruki Nakamura played safety. Yeah, I remember. He was cold too. Haruki Nakamura. Yep, for the Ravens.
Yeah, so I had to transfer to safety after high school. So maybe I didn't even pay attention to him.
He ain't the biggest guy though. He 5'10", 190. But hey, he was out there.
Hey, shit, that was my playing weight was 195 in high school.
5-year career too. I ain't mad at him. And he from Ohio.
Who?
Elyria, Ohio.
Quinn, Ware, Allen. Okay.
Where? Elyria?
Elyria, Ohio.
I think that's around Cleveland, I think.
And my man was feeding into the stereotypes. He still had a black belt, so he had his bases covered. He had his bases covered.
All right, let's see. Okay, so here's the thing. Yeah, your show. If I put Tyree up there in last place,
I'll still be here. I'd be here celebrating. I'd be doing one of these.
That's what I needed.
Okay, I'd have like 3 people. I'd be doing one of these. All right, so let's do this now. Everybody, put it in the rank that you think would be right, and put in the chat. So, Chris, rank it to what you would rank it normally if it popped up.
What I would rank it.
What did you got? What do you got right now? What do you got right now?
In LS.
What do I got?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. What do you got?
Yeah, that's what I got.
Allen, Ware, Quinn, Tuck, Peppers. Oh yeah.
Oh,
Peppers
see, you almost exactly what I got. Almost exactly what I got. I got Quinn. I got Quinn 4, DeMarcus. Well, I'll start from the top. Jared Allen 1, DeMarcus Ware 2, Justin Tuck 3, Robert Quinn 4, Julius Peppers 5.
Yeah, so Quinn and Tuck was switch for us.
Yep.
Yes, I like Quinn more than Tuck.
For one season, I would do that too. Over
that's why. Because he had like a couple seasons. Actually, it was like 2 in a row where he was just a pass rush specialist. He was cold. But if I had to like rank them, I would definitely do Peppers, Allen, Ware, Quinn, Tuck.
Peppers, Allen, Ware, Quinn, Tuck. Okay. Yeah. Severe, what would you rank it?
I would do Peppers, Ware, Allen, Quinn, Tuck. So I would, just like his, but I would flop Allen and Ware.
Yeah, that's a tough one. It's so funny. You said fullback, outside linebacker, Papa Warner. Then Law Dog, scariest Asian linebacker you have ever seen. That win, it's probably the only Asian linebacker you've ever seen in the NFL. So that
win was
doesn't say a whole lot. But yes, he was a bad man.
Yeah, he was a bad man for sure. I remember UCLA played them in the Cotton Bowl. He was
in college.
Yeah, I looked up to him in high school. Oh, yes, Heinz Ward was Korean. Yes, he was.
He was half, right? Yeah, half Korean.
Yeah. I think it was mom. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, let me get some of these. Hold on, let me see where we at. Jack Kent. Let's Raider Hawaii. Allen, Peppers, Ware, Tuck, Quinn.
Whoa, what is that?
Allen, Peppers. I think he's putting in Raider Hawaii. Is
that's what you have right now, or that's what
is that your blind ranking, or is that like?
Yeah. I need to know if that's your blind ranking or your real ranking.
Jack Ken, you got Peppers 1, Allen, Ware, Tuck, Quinn. Yeah, like that.
Y'all sleeping on Quinn, man.
Yeah, if it's just at the height of their game.
Yeah, at the height of their game.
I would put Quinn. I would put Quinn over Tuck. Because Tuck had help. Okay. He had OC. He had straight hand. He had 4th of July.
4th of July.
JP.
IG from New Order. Allen, Peppers, Ware, Quinn, Tuck. Yeah. I got.
How can y'all have Allen over Peppers?
Jared Allen over Julius Peppers? Yeah, they must not remember Julius Peppers.
Julius Peppers was a freak.
Dude, he may be the freakiest athlete to ever play like on the defensive side of the football.
It was unreal. Yeah. It was unreal.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's see. Chewy's saying, okay, you got Ware, Quinn, Peppers, Allen, and then Tuck. You got Quinn at 2.
That's your blind.
Wait, that has to be
blind or is it real? That's my bad. Is it blind or you're real?
That gotta be blind.
Put real if it's your real or blind if it's your blind. But we're gonna get a couple more in, and then we're gonna jump into just defensive side real quick. Then we go wrap this damn thing up. Blue skies, Peppers, Allen, Ware, Quinn, Tuck. Dan Kim, Not Peppers, one of the most athletic guys. Yeah, man, he was
Yeah,
scary.
played in North Carolina.
Yeah, right. A true hooping school.
Exactly. It wasn't like what was my man Antonio? Where did Antonio Gates play? He played like some
Yeah. So yeah, I forgot.
poor guy was school he
who
played
was
to. He
that.
played some bum. The same thing with Tony Gonzalez. Oh, now Tony Gonzalez played at Cal, right? He played at Cal.
Yeah, I think he was at
Yeah.
Cal.
He
Because I
played at
think
Cal. Okay. Yeah.
Gates
Cal
may
was
have
cool.
actually been somewhere in the MAC. He may have played in the MAC somewhere.
He was in the MAC.
Oh,
Just
Ronald
text
Curry.
out Brady.
Ronald Curry could hoop too.
He could hoop too.
I like Curry.
Yeah, Ron Curry's nice.
He was a
Charlie
quarterback.
Ward was the
He
guy,
played
though.
quarterback.
Who? Ronald Curry?
Yeah, he played
I
quarterback.
think at North Carolina. Yeah.
Yeah.
North Carolina. Yeah. Charlie Ward though. That was the ultimate.
Charlie Ward.
Cold.
Charlie Ward.
It was cold.
All right, let's go defensive side. Real quick, guys. We're gonna go through the depth chart. Is this a position? We'll go through the position groups. Is it a position that we want to address as June 1st cuts start to roll down? Do we want to focus on a player that becomes available? Is there a position group that needs help? Let's start with the edge rushing position. Then we'll move to the interior defensive line. So do you think we need to bring in more edge rushers? Chris, I'll throw it to you first. Obviously, we have Max Crosby, Malcolm Kuntz. Then you look at the backups that we have, Tyree Wilson, Charles Snowden. Shout out to you in your interview with John Joyner. If you guys haven't seen it, go to Chris's channel. Check out that interview that Chris had.
Good, too. Are you looking good?
So let me know, Chris, do you think we need to bring in more edge rushing help if names start to become available?
I think, you can never have too many pass rushers. Honestly, I wouldn't mind kicking the tires on Clowney. I don't think he would cost that much. I wouldn't mind Clowney coming in as a rotational piece. Like some of these other guys, like the Andre Carters of the world, like I'm cool on him. Whoever that OV guy is. Yeah. I've never really been. I don't trust Charles Snowden. And we already know about Tyree. So yeah, I'm gonna say yeah. I definitely want to look at another guy to bring in that rotation. But I do think John Joyner is gonna make the squad.
Yeah. I think we talked about undrafted free agents, man, and I know I kind of posted a video on it. I think John Joyner has what it takes to find himself a roster spot without question. So, Severe Man, what's your thoughts on the edge rushing position? You want to see us take a hard look at somebody if they become available?
Nah, man. I want to let the young guys fight it out. We got Max. Hopefully, he stays healthy. Kuntz as well. Hopefully, he stays healthy. Tyree. But I do like Ja.
Unblocked Hall of Famer.
Exactly. I do like Ja Joyner. There was another guy I thought we looked at. Was it the Jafari Harvey guy? Wasn't he a guy that was cool? I can't remember. It was he's UDFA. I know the OV guy was drafted last year. The Jafari guy, yeah, I think he was cool. I think we said he was cool.
From SMU.
SMU.
No,
I thought we said he was cool. But
I think he looked. I think he looked okay.
Yeah, but I'm cool right now. And then plus with the way we're gonna play, we're gonna probably play a lot of bigger defensive ends. So I can see. Laulu did it last year. Laulu played some defensive end last year.
Yeah, he did.
Zach Carter played some defensive end last year too, and I want to say he was listed at defensive end at one point on the Raiders, or maybe it was on ESPN. But I think he can play some big end and play some like 3-tech as well. So I think we'll be solid. I think we'll be solid there. If Kuntz or Crosby go down, we kind of screw it regardless.
Yeah, we are. That's what I'm saying, because I don't trust Snowden to have to ever come in and play a whole lot of snaps, and we already know how Tyree is. So yeah, I think we have to. Honestly, we have to.
or it could be a situation where if that happens, we may have to. I don't know if he can do it full time. Devin White full time as like an edge.
So Here's the thing. God fam, you're saying yes.
Or Gainer.
but
Or
only-
Gainer.
Or Gainer. He did it in college.
He did it in college at North Carolina. Osher Jakes, what's going on? Let me know if you're new. I don't know if I've seen you before. Hit that hashtag new. And if you are new, we definitely appreciate everybody rocking in. No, we need a cornerback, safety, D tackle, and linebackers. I don't know if we need more D tackles. We drafted 2. Christian Wilkins, I think, is even if he takes some time to get back, I think he will see the field at some point during the season, but depends on how healthy he is. Jack Kenna, no edge, no on edge. Jay Joyner, Jaw Joyner will surprise some folks. Blue Skies Clowney would be an excellent upgrade from Tyree and Snowden. I agree without question. Daniel Kim, Jaw Joyner over Wilson.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think we all agree to that. Honestly, you just go watch
That's
this
ridiculous.
game.
Think about what we're saying.
I know it's crazy.
I mean,
I know
he's an undrafted free agent, bro.
A rookie undrafted free agent.
And Godfam, yes, Clowney already played for Pete. Had a good year, I think, when he did play for Pete. Here's my thing: is you can there's certain positions you can never have enough offensive linemen. You always want to try to upgrade in the offensive line position. But I also think another position you always try to upgrade at is the edge rushing position. You can't ever have enough edge rushers. If someone does go down, you want to be able to continue to have a solid pass rush moving forward. One thing to keep in mind, Patrick Graham also likes to run a 5-man front. He ran it quite a bit last year. And there were times where we actually had multiple edge rushers on the field. There were times where he brought Divine Diablo down to rush off the edge. That's why, severe to your point, Devin White might find himself rushing off the edge more than playing an off-the-ball type of linebacker. And so if Patrick Graham wants to continue to play more of a 5-man front, and even on passing downs, when you come in and you have actually 3 true pass rushers, could you imagine a Max Crosby, a Malcolm Kuntz, and a Jadeveon Clowney in there to get off that pass rusher on 3rd and long situations? And you're going to find yourself 4 or 5 times in potentially in 3rd and long situations. Now, if Jadeveon Clowney wants starter money, I don't want to bring him in. He's not a starter. He's not going to be a starter on this team. He's going to be a situational pass rusher, in my opinion. And so if he's willing to do that and the numbers work out, I'm okay with bringing him in, because I don't think you can never get enough pass rushers. I do think Jaw Joyner has a chance at really competing and finding himself a role on here. But Charles Snowden, he's serviceable, but he's not extremely good. He's not a good backup. If Malcolm Kuntz goes down and Charles Snowden is our replacement, I'm worried. If Tyree Wilson has to be the replacement, I'm worried.
Right.
Jaw Joyner, I do have high hopes for him. I do think he can make some waves. But if you can bring in Jadeveon Clowney at a reasonable price for a 1 year, I'd do it in a heartbeat. Get after the goddamn quarterback day in and day out.
What's the name that Zadarius Smith? I think he's still out there.
Zadarius Smith, yeah, he's still out there.
I think for
all those guys kind of old though.
Yeah, I mean, but we just need somebody to just depth, man. Honestly, someone that can come in if there's an injury or just be part of a rotation.
Yeah, and so I wouldn't mind if we saw some edge rushers start to show up, then definitely take a look at them, because our depth, you could always use more depth at the edge rushing position, in my opinion. Just depends on what you go after. And then Rock, you're saying Laulu made a jump this year. Yeah, Laulu made a jump at the tail end of last year. Sure, you're kind of saying the same thing. Laulu's a baller. He made a jump a little bit last year. So let's move it more towards the interior defensive line. Chris, I'll throw it to you first. With the news of Christian Wilkins, do you think we look at the interior defensive line at all for June 1st cuts?
Yeah. I mean, because I was, yeah, I would say yeah. Because looking on here, I know a Tank Booker. He's a big dude. No, actually, they've been saying that both JJ and Tonka, they actually been looking pretty good. But again, I mean, there's no pad, so it's hard to say. Then we got Jonah. Yeah, I'll still say bring someone else in. Just again, let them fight it out, man. The best man wins. It's all about competition. I would like to, because a lot of these guys, I would like to see one more veteran. Give me one more veteran in there.
One more.
One more.
My bad. This thing keeps moving on me. To me, I think what we got, like you picked two guys. Obviously, Tonka Hemingway was in the 4th. JJ Pegues was in the 6th. To me, I feel like, and with Jonah Laulu, you're bringing Leaky Fotu, those guys. Man, I think we might see these guys just try to battle out a little bit. Severe, man, what's your thoughts on the interior defensive line?
Interior defensive line, I think we're solid. I mean, I would have liked, to develop Lucky Tashi there. Unfortunately, they elected to move him to the offensive side of the ball. But yeah, from what I've been hearing JJ Pegues is looking good. I've been hearing Tonka's been looking good. I've been hearing that Jonah Laulu is looking great. That like him and Matthew Butler's been like in that dude's ear, coaching him up, and that he's just like moving.
Adam Butler.
I'm sure I keep saying Matthew Butler.
Yeah, I was about to say you about to mess it up. He getting bad advice from Matthew.
Man, yes. But Adam Butler's been like in his ear, coaching him up, really like taking him under his wing, and that he's made like a big leap this year in terms of like just how he's moving, how he's reading things, like everything. So like I think I'm expecting some big things out of Jonah. So I think we're solid there, man. We got some young guys. We got some vets. I think we're okay.
No, I'm with you. My bad. This thing keeps jumping around on me. And so let's jump to linebackers. All right. So obviously there's massive question marks in the linebacker position because look, we typically run a 4-3, right? So we're gonna have 3 linebackers out there. Again, Patrick Graham did mess around with the 5-2. So we might see just 2 linebackers, but again, just depends on how that 5-man front looks. If we do bring in like a Devin White and he comes off the edge a little bit. And so, Severe, I'll throw it to you first this time. Linebackers. Yeah. 1, do you think we cut somebody? But 2, I guess a surprise cut. But 2, do you think we address the linebacker position June 1st cuts?
We better. We damn well better. This is the saddest bunch of linebackers I've ever seen in my life, bro. This is sad. It's like, yeah, this is sad, man. We gotta address it. We gotta address it. We need starters. We need backups. We need backups to the backups. Like, some of these guys shouldn't be on NFL rosters. You know exactly who I'm looking at when I say that. So
I don't know who you're looking at. I have no idea.
You know exactly what I'm looking at. Oh, it's 2 guys I'm looking at, low key. But we so bad that one of those guys is gonna be forced to start. So we in a tough spot.
The one with the Super Bowl ring gonna be all right.
Hey, look. My guy DJ Mbanga got like two NBA championship rings. I care about no.
But was he a captain though?
No, he wasn't no captain. He wasn't no captain. But yeah, man. Yeah, the linebacker spot is rough, man. Linebacker spot. We need a lot of guys to step up in a big way. We need Devin White to go back, not even to his Buccaneers day. We need like LSU Devin White. We need a Landon Roberts to play better than he's ever played. We need Tommy Eichenberg to go somewhere. Just not here, bro. Anywhere else but here. Just leave. We need Cody Lindbergh to step up. I think we all kind of like what we saw at Matt Jones, but we were kind of speculating maybe he's a guy that's due for a position change. I know 805 was kind of talking about that. Maybe he's a guy that's no longer at linebacker, by the time everything is said and done. Jalen Smith, can a guy stay healthy? Jalen Walker, I don't even remember him. But, we need Amari Gainer.
I think he was.
I know he's UDFA.
Yeah,
he's UDFA, but I don't remember.
He got to Georgia? Was he at Georgia?
No, that was the real Jalen Walker. This is the Timu. This is a team
Oh.
version. We got
It's a
the
team.
we got the wish. We got the wish Jalen Walker. Not even spelled the same. This is all bad.
That's right.
But we need a Mark. Like really, we need a Mark Gainer to take a leap. And I'll put it out there. Tommy Eichenberg. If Tommy Eichenberg could take a leap, I don't think it's happening. But we need a Mark. We need a Mark Gainer. We need a Mark Gainer to take a leap. And he seems like he's been taking it serious this offseason. New linebacker coach in there, and John Glenn. So hopefully, he takes these young guys under his wing and really develops them. His first. I mean, when Pete took over Seattle, one of the first things he did was they basically benched Aaron Curry, and that's when they drafted KJ Wright and started KJ Wright over Aaron Curry. So that was and that was a guy that was and that was a guy that was a super high
supposed
pick.
To be a guy. Yeah,
supposed to be the guy. Some people said he was the best player in that draft class. So they're not opposed to playing young linebackers. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Cody Lindenberg, Gainer, Matt Jones, possibly Eichenberg, if all these guys get a whole bunch of run.
I'm with you. And Roth, man, I appreciate you rocking with us, man. You guys, make sure you guys go hit up Roth's channel as well. Show us some appreciation over there. Chris, man, let us know. Linebacker room. What's your thoughts?
I mean, I don't hate it as much as Severe. My brother's Severe, you know what I'm saying? Because for one, I like Roberts, man. I think that Roberts is going to I think he has a potential in him. I mean, because he's a tackling machine. I mean, he gets after it. And one thing that we've talked about in previous shows, I mean, the guy's well coached. He's been coached by some of the best in the business.
I like Roberts. I like Roberts. I do like Roberts.
Yeah, so like I think from a green dot perspective, I think we're in good shape. Again, I believe in Devin White as long as we understand what his strengths and weaknesses are and just make sure we play to them. But again, I think it does, Amari Ferrari, I think he's going to have to really take that leap up, man. I think he's going to be a big piece to this. Tommy Eichenberg, he hasn't showed much as of yet, but I will say he was well coached in college. Ohio State's always known as, having good linebackers.
A long time.
I don't know what we can get out of him.
Yeah, he ain't had a good linebacker since AJ Hawk, man. It's
well, generally, for a while there, they was known as linebacker U, but I guess it has been a while. But yeah, I mean, honestly, Eichenberg and Gain, really, this room depends on those two guys' development. Honestly, we'll go as far as them two go. Lindenberg, again, I like what I hear about him. He was a captain at Minnesota, played some good ball. And again, like we said, Jalen Smith, he's played some good ball, but it's all about him staying healthy. I mean, he's an athletic guy, big guy. So yeah.
So Roth, you're saying Shaquille Barrett, man. I'm like, I don't. The problem with Shaquille Barrett is he's cheap because he didn't play last year.
Then didn't they just pay him?
Didn't he get hurt?
I want to say they just paid him. Didn't they just pay him like maybe it's 2 years ago? I want to say they just.
I think it was 2 years because I don't think he played last year or he was hurt last year. And the year before that, I think he had minimal production. I'd like to bring in someone that I think moves the needle. I just don't think Shaquille Barrett moves the needle in this linebacker room. I think you're just kind of bringing somebody else in that is kind of the same as what we got.
Yeah.
I don't know who's out there that really moves the needle. Like, I mean, it's going to have to be somebody that, that gets cut. But I mean, as far as just free agents out there now, I don't see too much that's out there.
All the guys are pretty old. And most of the linebackers out there right now are like pass rushing linebackers, not really they're like 3 or 4 outside linebackers.
Yeah.
So
CJ Mosley.
Yeah, like the one guy, Kaiser White, I think he can be be valuable depth. But low key, look.
Yeah.
This is not gonna happen. It's never
Quan Alexander.
It's not gonna happen with Quan Alexander. He was cold for a minute with
that's what I'm saying.
He's with the Bucks too, right? This is not gonna happen. But low key, if things didn't end like they did for him, Devondre Campbell, he would be imperfect. But
the
way things ended with the Niners, ain't no team gonna sign that dude.
He's the one that just quit, right?
He didn't want to just quit.
Pete ain't having that.
But look, he quit on Kyle Shanahan. Well, I don't know how Pete feels about Shanahan though. If it was Jim Harbaugh, it'd be different. But I don't know how he feels about Shanahan. but he's the dude that stepped in and took over the job for Bowman. And not Bowman.
He was
Greenlaw. I always call him Bowman, but for Greenlaw. Yeah. And he played well. And then Greenlaw came back and took his job back. And before the game was over, Greenlaw was hurt again.
So Cherry said he wanted Jahad Campbell. Here's the thing is, I wish we would have addressed the linebacker position earlier in the draft. Honestly, the Tonka Hemingway pick was a little questionable in my opinion. And so I would like to see us get a linebacker there. But I think I forget who it was. Rock, you're saying the linebacker room is a mess. But then on the flip side, Osher J, you're saying Devin White and Landon Roberts are steals, are going to ball with the Raiders. And so here's the thing. I think at the end of the day, our linebacker room is a lot of question marks. That's the problem. And so, what Devin White are we going to get? Landon Roberts, I do think that he's going to be a productive linebacker that can kind of get downhill. He can go and get the football. He proved that with the Steelers. And so he's going to be able to help in the run. But everybody else in this linebacker room remains to be seen kind of what we got. So
LS, I think we've had worse. I think we've had worse linebacker rooms than this.
We've had worse. I think of the year. I think 1 year we had. I know Rolando McClain was starting 1 year. I think we had like Miles Burris, like Rolando McClain, Miles Burris, and who was the other guy that year? And the other guy I think I liked. I forget. Other guy I liked. And what was his name? He came. I think he played for Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech.
I think he played for Georgia Tech. Philip Wheeler, yeah. Philip Wheeler.
He was kind of athletic, but he wasn't.
He wasn't good. Yeah, I think that might have been worse than this. That was a sad bunch. We had the Rolando McClain, Cameron Wembley, and Quentin Groves.
Cameron Wembley. I thought he was gonna be nice.
Yeah, he came from the Browns, right? Did he come over from the Browns?
Yeah, from the Browns. Yeah, because in that year that we brought Aaron Curry over.
Yeah. Aaron Curry started for us too. Aaron Curry is trash too, though, man.
Yeah, but because he came out of Wake Forest, I think.
Ben Heaney out of Kansas. He was a top 5 pick. I want to say. I think Aaron Curry. I remember Ben Heaney.
Curry. Yeah, he was fast. I thought he was gonna be nice.
Yeah, Johnny, you're saying cut's still going to happen too. Yes, we're kind of going over, just kind of looking at what position groups we think we want to focus on as cuts start to go down. And so we kind of went over linebackers. Let's jump to, and Chris, I'm gonna give it to you first. And God damn it. Yeah, appreciate the super chat. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. I don't know, linebacker. I don't know what that is, man. I don't know what you're talking about. We'll see though. We'll see. I have no clue what you're talking about, Jeff. God damn it. Appreciate the super chat. Don't worry. You'll get a super chat next live. I'll get you, Jeff. God fam. Eric Hendricks still available.
Yeah, Eric Hendricks like 34 years old.
Yeah, I really liked him out of Cal.
Yeah, UCLA.
Or UCLA?
Yeah, Michael Kendricks, his brother's out of Cal.
That's right. Yeah. But he's just old, unfortunately.
Yeah, he's old. He was never really the most athletic guy anyway. Yeah, he was always just like super savvy, real smooth, extremely like a great technician. So to be already not a great athlete and be 34 years old, it's like you're gonna be out there looking like Eichenberg, bro. I don't need that.
All right, let's go to corners real quick. Chris, I'm gonna throw it to you first, man. Obviously, with the talks of Jacorian Bennett potentially going to the slot position, that's what reports are kind of going out there.
He's a beast wherever he's at. Wherever he's
On
at.
What are your
on
thoughts?
the
Because
IR
here,
too, man. He's beast on the IR.
here's the
At least
first
he's
thing
in,
that
at least he's in the building for the team, man. At least he's there. Salute to
well, one thing
JP.
I will say though
Check
is
his PCL balance.
between all the corners in this cornerback room right now, between Darnay Holmes and Jacorian Bennett, they're probably the ones that are the best suited to be slot corner. Because all the other corners are the prototypical, and people say prototypical Pete Carroll corner, but Pete Carroll also got Devin Witherspoon, right? And he's not a 6'4" corner,
No.
right? He was a 5'11" corner.
But much like JB, Devin Witherspoon spent a lot of time in the slot. He went from the slot to the outside. So
exactly.
He played both. So I can see JB playing that same kind of role.
He can. No, he absolutely can. The thing that scares me though is
the PTO balance.
Now you're setting them up to have to come in, make more tackles, and then Samir gonna be laughing because he's gonna be.
Now we setting them up, huh? We setting
them up, man. We setting them up. We got to but the thing is, he can.
Like but you know, Tyree got to deal with blockers on every play. Like, he putting his dude in there. How do you expect Tyree to win? You got to do it.
Hey, man, keep Bennett where he needs to be. But no, I think he can play. He could play nickel, but I prefer him on the outside. Honestly, I really do. But I think honestly, if they make that move, I think that means they really like Porter. And I think they're looking at, having Porter on the outside, having Stokes on the outside. I mean, those are, big guys that can run. I mean, all three of them can run. So
yeah, exactly.
But probably out of all three of them, I think JB's probably the best suited for nickel. I think he can play it. So
because Darnay Holmes, it's a big question mark.
Yeah,
as to whether or not he can come in and be that nickel corner. And so
JB would be a beast blitzing though.
Oh yeah,
blitzing from nickel. I think he could be nice.
Nate was so cold at that. Nate might have been one of the best corners I've ever seen doing it, bro. Like as a blitzer, Nate was cold.
The way the timing and
everything.
Get off block, he was nice. Nate was nice, man.
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about Nate Hobbs?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Nate was
as a blitzer,
athletic
he was nasty.
Cold.
Daniel Kim saying, "Can JB come downhill and hit like Hobbs did?"
No,
I don't think it's like
I wouldn't want him to either.
Yeah, he ain't built the
he'll dislocate his shoulder trying to.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Hobbs is more built.
But I think Jacorian Bennett can be that physical though. He can be physical.
No, he can. No, he did that in Maryland.
Yeah, I just don't think that he'll have the same impact that Nate Hobbs did.
Not from a tackling standpoint.
Not from a tackling standpoint. Yeah. He'll be better in coverage.
Yeah, that's what.
But as a tackler, no, he's just not as physical. And Nate was like extremely physical, and just like you see how Nate was built. Nate was like out here looking like
he was built like a safety. He was kind of built like a safety.
Yeah, he was built. So I mean, I like I said, I don't expect JB to be a full-time slot. I expect I think in our base defense, he'll be outside. And when we go to sub packages, we're going to spend most of the time in sub package anyway. He'll probably go to the nickel. But this could all be for naught, because I think part of the reason why the other guys are ahead of him is because he's having trouble with this new technique. And I think once he gets it down, he'll start to have better reps. But it could also be a situation where, almost like our offensive line last year, where we started Andre James and we had JPJ at guard, where you just want to put your best 5 out there. If you just want your best 3 guys out there, of those 3 guys, like Nate is probably not Nate. Jacorian is the best suited to play in the slot. So if you want to just your best three corners out there, then hey, it's Eric Stokes, Darian Porter, and Jacorian as the slot. So it could be a situation like that.
And Reese Rock, I know that our defensive back coach Bennett did talk about Jacorian Bennett and just saying that he's still kind of working off of that injury. We'll see. We'll see how training camp goes. We'll see how preseason goes. Man, the one thing that I think we all know is that we have struggled coming off an injury. Last year, we had a shit ton of injuries that plagued us, and so we'll see how. Man, is Deuce Gruden still part of our strength and conditioning?
Yeah, yeah.
And man, AJ Nibel,
man,
injuring people for the past decade.
Jesus, man, it's crazy. And so, how should you?
Yeah, I don't know
we're
how that
done
happened,
for that.
bro.
Yeah, that was a rough one. I'm not gonna lie. What up, East Coast, man? What's happening, guys? Make sure you guys go hit up East Coast.
Keyshawn Nixon.
Yeah.
That was a huge one. Make sure you guys go hit up East Coast channel, man. I appreciate you rocking with us. He breaks down a lot of the college film and all that, man. Make sure you guys go say what's up to him. So now let's go to safeties. Last but not least, we'll talk about safeties. Obviously, we got Isaiah Polamau, Jeremy Chin. Jeremy Chin obviously is going to be more of a box safety. Isaiah Polamau. A lot of people talk about how I think we're struggling with potentially having a safety that could be kind of a center fielder. I actually think Isaiah Polamau has a decent chance at being a center fielder for us. That's kind of what he stepped in. Trayvon Merrick was more that box safety last year, where Isaiah Polamau had to play that opposite safety sitting on top and had to play sideline to sideline. And he had to basically play on top. And so I think with another year in Patrick Graham's system, I'm not too concerned about Isaiah Polamau possibly playing that role. And so outside of that, you got Lonnie Johnson Jr., which a lot of people are talking about him with possibly being a slot corner, which I don't see it with him at, I believe he's 6'3". Yeah. Guys that are over 6 foot struggle playing the slot because of how quick you have to be to keep up with these receivers. That playing that slot, have the two-way goes that could get to any point in the field. It's hard to keep up with them. But then we got our guy, man, Trey Taylor, 7th rounder, but Chris Smith. So, Severe, I'll throw it to you first this time, man. What's your thoughts on the safety room? Do you think it's Chris Smith is basically going to be a cut candidate moving forward because he just hasn't shown anything up to this point?
Yeah, at this point, he really hasn't shown really anything. I mean, you see, Thomas Harper was a undrafted. I want to say he was an undrafted free agent last year, and he came in immediately. He was getting a lot of run and over Chris Smith. I don't know what the organization feels about what this new regime feels about Trey Taylor. But Lonnie Johnson Jr. is a guy who, he's a veteran guy. He can play both corner and safety. And when I don't think Jeremy Chin missed like one of the mini camps, one of the days, and they had him basically doing everything that Jeremy Chin was doing in the previous days, including playing in some in the slot as they had Jeremy Chin doing. So Chris Smith could be a cut candidate. Maybe they try to stick him or Trey Taylor on the practice squad. But our starting safeties, I'm good with our starting safeties, and I actually like what I saw from Thomas Harper last year. So I'm okay on safety right now. If we can add another guy, I wouldn't hate it. But I like the trajectory that Isaiah Polamau has been on, and I like the versatility that Jeremy Chin has brought. Over from the Commander. So I can see us adding somebody, but I'm not, I know a lot of people really want us to add another safety. I'm not, I don't think we're that desperate for it, to be honest.
Yeah, I'm with you. Like if we added somebody, it wouldn't necessarily surprise me, but I'm not going out and searching for, a lot of people have Simmons as a guy that they like to talk about. I'm not necessarily going after a high paid safety at this point, just in my opinion. But if they did go get one, it wouldn't be surprising because then they see something out of Isaiah Polamau that we just don't, or in any of the backups that are a little bit concerning. Chris, before I get to you, how's DCAM looking from LS? I think coaches are saying some decent things, but I think you're going to hear a lot of decent stuff in the offseason right now. We'll see how training camp goes and how he looks in preseason, in all honesty. In my opinion, you're going to hear a lot of just shade getting thrown left and right, and you don't know what's true or what's not. People might be saying Tyree looks good, and we all know the truth behind all that. Yeah. Chris, man, safety position. What's your thoughts, man? Do you think Trey Taylor gets a shot? Chris Smith on the chopping block?
Yeah, with Chris Smith, I really wanted him to do well, and I still want him to.
Same.
But I just don't know. I don't know how, I don't know where he's at in, kind of how, what's his name, Patrick Graham kind of feels about him. And I ain't gonna lie, it kind of almost seems like he was in the doghouse last year. And I remember he actually made a big mistake on special teams as well. And I think he actually kind of got booted as one of the up men on special, like on the punt team, if I remember correctly.
Yeah,
So,
I think I remember that.
yeah, I think it was a block or I forgot what happened, but so I don't know. But me personally, for the life of me, I don't understand how Justin Simmons is a free agent. I know his contract wouldn't be that bad. I would absolutely love bringing him in. I don't want to do anything to necessarily hurt Palomao's development, but I think he can learn a lot from someone like Justin Simmons. And Palomao is athletic enough that you can still find ways to still put him on the field, even if Justin's starting. So I think that would bring some great leadership back there. And everything I'm hearing about Jeremy Chin, they're talking about Jeremy Chin's acting a fool out there. So we suddenly could have a very strong, back of the corner, or back of the defensive back. So yeah, so I'll be cool with bringing in someone like my guy Simmons.
So look, at the end of the day, I do think that we won't be surprised if we do bring somebody in. All right. Basically Jack Kennett, his biggest needs, not in order: slot corner, outside linebacker, and free safety. Reese Rock, you're basically saying we need Ramsey or another corner. That's another it wouldn't be surprising if we went after another corner. If we went after the slot, another corner like a Jalen Ramsey, would not be surprising in our opinion. And so I know we kind of talked about it in a live before. So, look, at the end of the day, I do think this defensive backfield has some question marks. Slot corner, number one corner, who's that going to be? Is Isaiah Palomao going to be a free safety? It's a question mark. I have confidence that he can do the job. But again, at the end of the day, would not be surprised if we did bring somebody in if this coaching staff sees something a little different. But they did bring him back in. They did re-sign him. He was going to go into free agency, and we re-signed him. So they went after him for a reason. And he is that kind of big prototypical safety that sits on top that Pete Carroll likes. So that's just one thing to keep in mind, is we did bring him back. We went back and actually brought him back into this locker room. He was the first
person. I think it was the Palomao was the first person I think we officially re-signed, I want to say.
I think so.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think they moved quick on him too. If he wasn't the first, he was definitely a quick signing. So all right, we'll kind of go back up to the big screen. Man, I'll tell you right now, sometimes we think this is going to be kind of a shorter live, and then all of a sudden we run over 3 goddamn hours. Maybe it's the segments that take so long with us. But we appreciate everybody in the building, man. We're going to go ahead and get out of here. We've been rocking for 3 hours. Again, Jeff, I see you in the building, guys. Go support Jeff, but this is a short, compared to Jeff. So, Jeff, we know you rock those 72-hour lives. But at the end of the day, man, we appreciate everybody tapping in with us on this Sunday. We understand it's the off season, but make sure you hit that notification so you do know when we go live, because we might pop on here if we do get, some news, and depending on our schedules, if we can pop on, just kind of give you our takes on it, we definitely hit you guys up. So make sure you hit that notification. But Chris, man, let everybody know what you got going on. I know you do a couple more shows throughout the week, but let everybody know what you got rolling. Chris, I think you might be muted.
You're on mute.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, Protect the Shield podcast on all platforms. Make sure you guys hit me up, man. I always like to talk ball. Have this show with my boys, every Tuesday, every Sunday. Got Spicy Shield Talk with Spicy Raider Girl on Wednesdays. We're waiting till closer to training camp to kind of get that going again. And And then, you know, I got my show with my boy Dub Raider actually on his channel that we drop every Sunday, the Weekly Wire. It's just kind of a, you know, a good show to kind of talk Raiders kind of one-on-one, you know, kind of go into details of different things, you know, for some people that are more casual fans that don't necessarily understand when we go into the details like we do on this show. So just kind of, you know, it's a lot lighter, just kind of talking high level football. So, you know, that's about it, man. Still trying to figure out when I'm gonna get my solo show in, man, but things been kind of crazy just with my job. So some days I'm not available, but just grinding, man. So, you know, make sure you guys subscribe, like, and share all of our content, man. We're working hard for you guys.
Definitely appreciate it. We got someone in the building. Turf, what's happening, man?
Turf in the building.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, man. We've been on here for 3 hours. We're just getting out, but guys, make sure you guys go over to Turf's channel as well. Show some love and support over there, man. He always goes live with the guys. I think he's part of the TRS crew with these two guys right here. You know, so guys, make sure you guys go over to Turf's channel, the Ultimate Raider Fan 32. Show some support over there. And yes, LS, I appreciate you. Even though I got to screen your comments all the damn time, I appreciate you. Yes, everybody hit that like button. Severe, man, let everybody know what you got going on because I know you got multiple shows throughout the week.
Man, yeah, you guys know what it is, man. The Severe Raider here on YouTube, on IG, on Snapchat, TikTok, X, basically everywhere. The Severe Raider. Check your boy out. You know, I'm rocking with my guys Sunday and Tuesday. The Raider War Room. You know, sometimes 3 hours, sometimes 4 hours. You know, sometimes we have a
after hours.
Exactly. Sometimes we have a post show. You know, those be the best ones. Y'all got to, man. Those be the best ones. Those be the best ones. So make sure you tap in with your boy. Hit that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Hit the like button on all 3 channels as well. And if you enjoyed what you saw today, you think somebody else would enjoy it as well, please, you know, hey, sharing is caring. Sharing out, that's going to help us grow. And hopefully one day this will be our full-time job, as somebody asked about earlier. And then also on Tuesdays, I got the 50-50 show with my guy, Pharaoh NFL. We haven't been doing Around the Shield. You know, we have had some scheduling conflicts recently, but we should be, hopefully this week, we're picking that back up.
Yeah, man. 100% Young Kim. Yeah, and the night crew with the 50-50 show, man. If you guys want between Jeff and Severe and Pharaoh, if you guys want some late night shows, without question, make sure you guys go over there and hit them up. LS, appreciate you putting all the links in the chat. Jack Kenna, appreciate you, man. Yeah, guys, make sure you guys hit that like button. I'm 805 Raider. My channel is Real Talk Raider Nation. I link up with my guys here in the Raider War Room, but I also jump on some other guys' lives just to kind of show my support, you know, and chop it up with them. Again, at the end of the day, we're just here giving our opinion. You know what I'm saying? And we just try to share our opinion. If you rock with us, cool. If not, all good. You do your thing. But at the end of the day, just know we're going to come on here. We're going to hit you with our opinion. And at the same time, we appreciate all the feedback that you guys give us, because the feedback, we learn from it. But at the same time, we like to chop it up. So we appreciate all the new people that also came in to the building as well. But on the way out, make sure you guys hit that like button, subscribe, turn those notifications. We definitely appreciate it. Week 2, season opener, home opener. We're going to be in the building with Dub Raider.
Be there.
Hit that notification so you guys do know when we're going to do a little bit of like a meet and greet, just a kind of a meet up during that week. If you are going to go in, I'm in the Vegas area. So if you guys are in town, if you guys do show up to a game, I try to make it out to every tailgate. So I definitely am down to just kind of chop it up. And it just kind of basically put some names to face sometimes, you know what I'm saying? So it's always good, especially sometimes you got people that, you know, you don't see them. You got Ostrich, Sanjeet needs to join. We'll see what happens. But sometimes we don't see you, but it's good to put names to face sometimes. So we appreciate y'all rocking with us. And make sure, Jeff, you're always welcome. You're always welcome, big dog. Man, but we appreciate all you guys. Hit that like button, subscribe, turn on those notifications. Make sure you guys hit up my guys, Chris Tech Show Podcast, The Severe Raider. I'm 805 Raider, Real Talk Raider Nation. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you guys on Tuesday. Oh, and during the season, we also break down film. Just know that. We break
Yes.
down film, and we have a little bit of fun with it. So,
Hey,
again,
hey, Jeff, you're eating 2-week-old ice cream cake, brother. I'm worried about what you do to the toilet.
I got a spare bathroom, bro. You're good. You're gonna rock out. So, all right, you guys. Hey, we appreciate you. Appreciate everybody tapping in on this Sunday. We know the news ain't crazy, but we also chop it up or break it up with start 'em, bench 'em, cut 'em, and our blank rankings just to have a little bit of fun. So, if you can, hit that like button and share it with whoever you can. We definitely appreciate it. But again, got my guys, Chris Pick Show Podcast, The Severe Raider. I'm 805 Raider, Real Talk, Raider Nation. We'll see you guys on Tuesday night. We're out of here.